Hi, everyone. Big Mike here. But to be fair, that's how I've introduced things for the past 5 years here on D20 Live. In 2014, I was told definitively that a storyline involving multiple realities, involving different systems, was impossible and a logistics nightmare. And around that time, I had to make a decision about how I would proceed. And that decision, that was just a donation goal I heard go off in the distance. that was a donation I just heard go off. That decision led to the creation of D20 Live as we have known it. For the past 5 years, we have gone by my storyline. But 5 years have passed, and Dave, if you could switch it to the others. It's not just my story anymore. Wow. I can keep hearing the donations. What you are seeing today is the end of something that I outlined 5 years ago and has since grown. It's grown because of the 10 beautiful people that you see on screen right now who have given their support to this. This is only the end of how D20 Live has done its story up until this point. Because it can't just be me anymore. Because I'm not alone. We have a community of over 1,000 strong, and we have 10 of the finest working people on YouTube here. So for one last time, I am Big Mike, and this was my story. Welcome to Infinity's End.
Nobody can clap. We're holding microphones.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to D20 Live. God, did you ever think we all get here, guys and girls?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I mean,
But we're
eventually,
here.
you're going to run out of stuff to tell eventually.
Yeah. So, let us begin going from left to right, facing me, starting off with Scott. It's been a long few months in the hospital, but you've survived. Bound in traction for all this time, you are anxious to get out, to get moving again, and maybe find a new world to settle down in. But just as you gather your clothes, you feel a rumbling coming up from the earth. Looking outside, you see a rending in the sky, causing white light to cascade out. As the light fills your vision, you hear laughter. Devon. They are calling it the Final Crusade. Every Space Marine, every Imperial Guard, the Inquisition, the Ecclesiarchy, the whole of the Imperium of Man has received the call. The Emperor is slain. Report half of all operational forces for the Crusade. Coordinates to follow. There's no time for rivalries, for personal quests, for bitter feuds. The Emperor was slain. Fleets beyond measure will meet within a desolate star system ready for battle, and just as your watched fortress heads out to join the number, massive tears appear in space beyond mankind's ability to measure, and your world is filled with white light, and you can hear laughter. Tom and Jordan. It's been an unusual few months since your last battle with Dr. Apocalypse. London is being rebuilt, but there's an odd absence of an old friend, Lord Nauticus, who's not made an appearance since then. You are resting within the Century Club in London, home to some of the most advanced measuring devices on the planet, and all of them just go crazy. There's a rumbling coming up from beneath you, and the Century Club is split in half by a rip of white light that passes through air and solid matter like it was a sheet of paper. The light blinds you, and as it does, you swear you can hear laughter. Dave. In the wake of the undead attack on the Maid Butler Olympics...
So it's normal over here.
Yeah. Peace has descended on your world. As close as it gets to peace in a world where random time fluctuations, demon-seeking cultists, and wandering masters are a common problem. But you have a new job.
Yay.
Working at a manor where a cool maid like you can live peacefully with your servant from that Holy Grail thing that will totally be explained later.
Oh shit, who was my servant?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Only for the skies to darken and massive tears to appear from the earth. As you reach for your servant, a jagged white light separates you two, and you see them be crushed in the rubble of the collapsing manor. As the white light surrounds your vision, you can hear laughter. Dom.
You okay, dude? It just sounds like a Tuesday.
In Snowdon, things are bleak. Papyrus, your friend in the Royal Guard, has spent days looking for Sans after the great escape from Undermountain. You and your friends have searched the woods looking for him. However, this time, as you search, you find a scene of devastation. A section of forest and trees that look as though someone has blown them away. No, blown them to pieces. Among the scorched timber, you find a blue parka surrounded by strange white fragments. And just as you realize that they are pieces of bone, a massive white tear appears in the cave roof above you and seems to pass through the air and into the ground as the white light fills your vision. And you can hear laughter. Beth. It's been a rough year since your encounter with that weird fellow in the cloak with the ruby eyes. Serac, maybe was his name? Since then, you and the rest of your group from that incident in the hospital have come to realize that you actually have magical powers. And your newfound powers are still something you are hesitantly but happily exploring. You are actually leaving the latest group meeting, examining the nuances of your power when a jagged ray of white light splits the night sky above you, tearing down a chaotic path into hard asphalt. And as your vision is filled with white, you can only hear laughter. Sam and Nicole.
Oh, man.
Sam and Nicole.
It's Sunday, and
so
you
proud
three
of
are
you
working
two.
in the shop class on Greasy Gear's newest suit. I say three because Quantum is with you, helping lift heavy parts and holding them in place. As the last pieces are set into place, you notice Quantum is holding his stomach and abdomen with an obvious look of discomfort on his face. I think something's wrong. As he says that, a white light erupts from his chest, tearing him from head to toe. Before you can react, your vision goes white. And as it does, you can hear laughter. Dave, would you prep image S0-01? That's where we are. You each awaken in a very comfortable white bed with freshly pressed linen sheets and fluffy pillows. You've been stripped of your personal belongings, and as you look around the room, which is decorated like an old-fashioned cottage, you see eight other figures, each in a similar situation, looking bewildered. In the center of a room is a footstool, and a small cat jumps on it and sits down, looking at all of you. Dave, image 02?
What?
I'm sure you're all
Wait.
very confused about what's happened to you, but if you bear with me, I'll answer all your questions.
I draw a lion's roar.
It's not on you.
You,
Okay, sorry, Tyler.
I
reach
hold up
for
my
lion's
hands.
Roar, like,
Yeah. My
Please
name
don't
is,
eat
my
me.
name, for lack of a better one, is Fussy Britches. For the past 5 years, I have been attempting to stop the exact literal situation we found ourselves in. Your worlds, your universes, all universes have been destroyed. Or if they do exist, they remain in fragments. Yes, Tom, what's up?
Oh, no, I'm just holding up my hands in
Oh,
surrender
sorry.
and saying, please don't eat me.
They remain in fragments that are slowly being drawn into what is known as the negative energy plane.
This
The
has
be-
several implications on my understanding of science.
I'm sure.
Give me a moment.
The being responsible for this is a demi-lich called a Serac, who was my former master. Some of you might know him as the man in the black robes with the skull mask with ruby eyes and diamond teeth.
Yeah, he wasn't very nice.
Yeah. But I believe that by your presence here, we have a chance to fix not only this situation, but undo the damage he's done in his journey. Now, I'm pretty sure you all have that's a lot to take in, so I'm opening up questions. Yes.
you're a cat.
Currently. Yes.
Where's my mech?
Oh, where's my mecha?
All of your equipment is in the trunks at the foot of your beds. Yes.
I rush the cat, pick it up, and hug it.
Please stop. This is very important. All of existence is. Please stop. Please put me down. It's
I have another
okay.
question.
Yes.
Where's our friend Quantum?
Yeah, he's just.
We saw that a white light came out of him, and we don't know where he is, and he's not here. And
He's here. We just something unusual happened to him, but we'll get to him. Does anyone else have any questions?
I last thing I saw was Sans. Where is Sans?
I don't know who Sans is. What did he look? I don't know who that person is.
He was a very short, kind of chill skeleton dude.
Oh, if if the evidence I've gathered indicates true, a Serac killed him.
With heavy footfalls, I step forward into the room. Look down at the cat that's being held in your arms.
Talking cat.
You say this black-robed creature with red eyes.
Ruby
polished
eyes.
skull, ruby eyes.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you mean when you say undo the damage?
Well, it's complicated.
Can my father come home?
Yes.
I
Depending.
fall to one knee, and with a heavy
In front of
If
a maid
you-
holding a cat.
understand this.
It's not like an evil
The
at all.
millions of worlds of the Imperium rose up to avenge this and find our father. If what you say is true and bring our father home, then I will do whatever is required of me. If you lie, then the millions of worlds of the Imperium will hunt you down across the stars.
I owe Baba $5. That went a lot better than I thought that was going to be. And you all actually notice, you can swear you can hear the floorboards creaking. Anyone can make a perception roll. Or an awareness roll, sorry.
We have a bunch of people hosting us.
Yeah.
Yay.
We have Sheldon 25 hosting us. We have Shadow.
17.
That says 25. Sorry.
He meant his roll.
Yeah. Sheldon 25 hosting us. We have Shadow Crone hosting us. We have Jack of Many Names hosting us, and we have your old bearded dude hosting us.
Thank you all very much.
4 of you.
Wow, thanks, guys.
Who got above a 10, just so I know?
Did.
It sounds like there's
What are we
something
doing,
heavy
awareness?
moving on the floor, but you can't see it.
So when you say my shit's gone,
Yeah.
do you mean my armor's also gone? So I'm an 8-foot tall muscly dude in a
Yeah.
tabard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a
That's
tad.
horrifying.
Yes.
I am a
8 foot-
small child. I'm horrified.
I'm hoping to investigate the area, but I'd like to do so stealthily and peek into everybody's trunks.
Oh wait, my whole thing. I also don't have a lower face, actually, if you're taking away my full power armor.
Yeah.
So I'm missing my lower jaw, actually.
Oh.
from
You know,
here.
he's
That's
Is there
terrifying.
bones or is it just nothing?
He's 8 foot tall, very large muscles and humanly large muscles, and my face ends at about here.
All right.
Yeah,
And
no,
there's
that happens.
nothing
It's a
below.
horror show.
Sick.
Yes.
wait.
Scott, what did you want to do?
That was a 17.
Yeah.
Also, just to add on to this, you said Baba.
Oh, you caught that, eh?
And the 17 was knowledge. Since I am from Earth.
Yeah, you would have heard of her. Baba, if you would reveal yourself, please. Yeah. Picture 3. As if
17.
materializing from nothing, a large woman whose heavy mechanical legs perch on the ground. She towers over each of you, looks down at all of you with a long, crow-like nose, and places her stick just on the ground to hold herself in place, and she just has a smile. Hello, deities.
I love it.
The 17 was also to give a proper greeting and not,
Go ahead.
Oh God, what was her fucking title? 17 covers it. Greetings, Baba. Oh, thank you for inviting us into your home.
Well, it was either that, sweetie, or the multiverse ends and you get to bounce off of asteroids until you get sucked into the negative energy plane.
Still, thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome.
Say thank you. Say thank you.
Thanks.
Can I do my thievery shit now?
Go ahead, make your roll.
What am I rolling? Thievery?
Yeah.
Well, is there like a stealth roll, or is there just thievery?
You can roll to stealth.
I don't see stealth on my sheet.
Then it's thievery.
Okay. That's a 10.
Cool. As you start climbing out of bed and start moving towards one of the chests to poke around in it, you just see Baba kind of shoo you away with a stick without a second thought. In mid-sentence, just like, no, none of that, none of that, young man.
Okay,
Be polite.
I'm sorry.
Since I don't have my armor, my voice is coming out of a speaker
Yeah.
in my chest.
Ew.
What is she?
And
yeah,
she
that's
speaks
no
up.
problem.
I am what you would call, little space marine, a very high-level heretical witch. Oh,
my
I'm not.
eyes narrow.
I'm not going to be lectured, young man, from a fucking dark angel about dealing with heresy.
Oh.
If you want your precious emperor back in his rotting chair, you want your friends back, suck it up for once. Or you won't even make it to the finish line.
I stand up and go stand in a corner in the room, covered in shadow.
I was wondering who's going to shoot the first bullet first. Turns out it's Bobby.
I am currently rubbing my face into the belly of the cat.
Please stop. you see Fussy Bridges going, please stop. Please. It's very important. Dialogue. Questions! Please, questions!
So fluffy.
Ma'am.
Ma'am or ma'am? Ma'am? Okay.
Ma'am. Ma'am, what do you want with a child like me?
And me.
Oh, I didn't choose any of you. Fussy Britches, this is your plan. I'm just doing the little cat a favor.
The cat? The talking
cat has plans for us.
You kind of see Fussy Britches. Would you stop it? This is important. Everything's gonna.
I reach forward and grab Fussy Britches and start pulling her away as long as you don't resist, because I know you're strong. And this will actually be pretty funny.
No, you would tear apart a cat.
You're a walking horror
I don't know
show,
how fragile the thing is. The large hand grasps the kitten by the head and goes, "Aww."
By the head?
He doesn't know what this thing is. Cats
like,
don't exist where he's from.
It's Xenos now.
They do.
The rat got really big and
size.
took
It's
over
not
the
that
cat.
size.
Not talking cats.
Not talking cats.
Excellent.
Well, yeah.
And I drop the cat at the floor.
Thank you. Jumps back on the stool.
You've got fur all over your face.
Yeah, I do not
So,
care.
questions? So I can stop being molested? Yeah.
We're kids, and there's a cookie here who also talks, which I
Yes,
don't.
I'm a small gingerbread boy.
Do you want to come see
Hi.
what's in my trunk? I'm starving.
Can I just? I'm just.
Get me away from him.
Do you have hair?
No, I am just a gingerbread man. I have like a hood and cloak made out of frosting. I have a belt made out of fruit
I'm
roll
gonna-
up, and I have like little gummy sour keys
I'm
on
gonna-
my belt.
God,
Can I
that's
go? I just
delicious.
want to break off the tiniest little corner of your
Get away from me!
of your
Anyway,
cloak.
Get
To
away!
answer the question, to answer the question, I technically didn't choose any of you. You were just survivors.
Wait, you mean to tell me that all of existence is just gone?
Baba, would you please? And Baba lifts up a window to one side, and you see, if I can get that picture up. Hang on a second.
Tell Dave which picture
Dave,
it is.
S2.
Oh, good.
That's what it looks like outside.
Hell's bells.
So
Wow.
are we like at the foot of the mountain?
You're a little bit further away, actually. That's in the distance.
Well, at least it's
Okay.
not raining.
That's cool. That's a lot of
Yeah, I
color.
guess.
If you're looking for the silver lining,
It's almost
At
as if
least
I
it's
spent
not
like
raining,
3
yeah.
weeks on this.
That's very well done.
So good.
I literally don't know what I'm looking at right now. Like,
But I don't think it's a coincidence that you're all here. Each of you has, by one form or another, a set of skills that might make what we're about to do very. If you consent to being a part of this.
Including the piece of food.
Yep.
Pointing to Tom.
So,
I see.
so, just to make sure I'm all clear on this,
Classy.
we get to go beat up the big man with the ruby eyes.
That would be the worst idea in human history.
Fuck.
So I should explain what's happened. The being with the ruby eyes, his name is a Serac.
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago, he hijacked a body and has been traveling across different worlds finding 6 items known as infinity stones, which for some reason have the shape of dice. Each stone has a different attribute to it: reality, mind, power, time, space, and soul. If you control one stone, you control everything what you would associate with that term.
You're breaking my reality of science here.
Yeah, me too.
Well, he did.
This is pretty.
Yes, I can literally see the reality is broken, but science could do that. It's
A Serac collected all 6 of these, and I assume murdered more than a few of your friends along the way.
He did?
Might have. I don't know who had all the stones.
More than a few.
Surprise.
Aw.
It was me.
And assembled them into a gauntlet and caused this. But this doesn't make sense. A Sarek's goal has always been, even before he got the idea to do this, to merge with the negative energy plane, to give it a consciousness. The negative energy plane is part of two planes that form reality, the positive and negative energy plane, like ends of a magnet, basically.
You refer to the immaterium.
Basically, what you call the immaterium.
This makes sense so far.
At the very end at either end, they're just a concentrated form of it. A Sarek's goal was to put his consciousness into the negative energy plane, which no consciousness can ever truly merge with because it's just bigger than you, and control it. His shortcut was to use the stones and rip reality, shove it all in there, and him become the center of it. But one of the stones he controls is called the Time Stone. If he does have a full mastery of the stones, none of us should be here. None of us should know what's going on. In fact, as far as we should be considered, all of history should just be a Sarak and the negative energy plane. But it's not.
Zinj prevents him from doing this thing.
It's stronger than the gods.
Nothing.
It just is.
Watch yourself.
You're thinking of gods are things that require
Well, I was about to
worship
say nothing
and
stronger
faith.
than the
Yeah.
Emperor,
There
but the
are
Emperor's
gods?
dead, so he stopped himself.
A lot.
Yes. yes, there are.
What? Hang on.
There's a lot, yeah.
What?
There's a few. Anyway, there's quite a few. His are all terrible.
What?
Ooh.
Hang on. Very
Are
confused.
you
I
pointing
was
at me or
about-
him?
Did he... Nothing is stronger than our father, and this thing killed our father, so theoretically it could kill the gods.
Well, it's not him, it's the stones. The stones aren't deities. Deities require worship to be powered. The stones are just parts of reality, keystones of reality that have been ripped out and are being manipulated separately. It's the difference between someone who makes a choice and inducing chemicals in someone's brain that overrides that choice.
It's like if a chocolate factory put all of its chocolate into one chocolate bar.
God, that cookie looks delicious.
That actually makes a little bit of metaphorical sense.
That's the way I
Even if it's a little
understand it.
But
simplistic,
the thing is,
yes.
that hasn't happened. We're all still here. There is still a possibility of resistance, which shouldn't happen if one has absolute power.
Absolute corruption?
Yeah, sure. So that means there's a flaw somewhere that we can exploit. Yeah.
Tell me more about a Sarak.
Well, a Sarak was formerly a tiefling that trained under his master and ascended to becoming a lich and then a demi-lich, and has studied the negative energy plane for nigh on centuries. Yes.
What are any of those words?
Well, okay. A tiefling is a human with demonic ancestry.
Ooh.
Okay.
A lich is someone who, while dead, can control the undead. A demi-lich is someone whose energy and power has gotten to the point where they no longer need a physical body. They just need a physical piece of them. That's the skull.
Then why did he take a body? You said he took
That's
a
the
body.
problem. Why would he take a body? Why would he need to take a body? He would just mount the stones into his skull and call it a day. But the stones aren't on a Sarak. They're on the body. And I think the body is the one that's allowed all of this to happen. A Sarak isn't acting like he normally would. He doesn't leave margins of error. I had a stone and he left me alive. Someone is manipulating these events. And I think it's the person who is going to have the gauntlet in the future.
Who was that?
I don't know. Over time, I've seen signs. You might have seen the numbers yourself. 120728. Every so often they show up on dates, calendars, readouts.
071128 Millennium 99. Yes, when the sector was founded, when the gate first opened.
I think that person is signing changes in the
Right.
timeline.
Say those numbers again.
120728.
Well, for him, it would be a lot longer, but yes,
Yeah.
he says that. He says the full Imperium date with those numbers.
That was my patient number.
And Dom, that was when. Remember when you were helping Burger Pants? That was the name of the. Each of you have run into this number at different points.
I've got it. The body is Burger Pants.
Oh my god.
Is the burger pants here? I am
No,
very
he's probably
hungry.
dead. Damn it! But here's the it took me months, years to figure this out. What would be the first thing you would do if you had the gauntlet?
Go home.
Use it.
Not kill people?
I think whoever's
Become
using
a
this
ruler of
has
everything?
altered history to ensure that the only outcome is that they have it. They're making sure they have it. I think we're part of that sequence.
How do we know that they're good people?
If they were bad people, they would just rewrite. My assumption is if they were bad people, they would just rewrite history that everything was their ideal world.
She also has a question.
Yeah.
So, like, if they haven't rewritten history, maybe they just want to fight us for fun.
I'll fight someone for fun.
I will not fight them for fun.
I have nothing
I
else
don't know.
to do today.
It's well, the problem is there's two people who are yeah.
Okay. How many of us have actually seen Skullboy?
I've seen Skelly Man.
Are
Okay,
you talking
Phoebe?
about Papyrus?
You have
Put a
Dave.
pin in that.
Have I?
Yeah, remember when
He showed up in Maid.
Oh.
We see a weird skull.
Because he was like, I'm going to cause this undead army to come through during the Olympics.
Oh, geez, right. Maybe I should have watched the
Has-
thing I was in.
For the people who have seen him, what can you tell us about him? Because any information we have going in is going to make this operation a lot easier.
He's a scary bad man.
He seemed to have physical form.
He was very powerful and very scary.
It was a
What's-
small frame, but a physical form. He had a gauntlet, as he said, gold, glistening, which is where these gems were stored.
Okay. Did anyone see more of the body?
It was covered in robes, aside from its head, I believe.
Let us ask the cat.
whoever it is, they have to be dead for him to control them.
Oh, that should narrow it down.
It's really
I don't know who this person is he's controlling. It's probably someone with a great deal of physical power, although they wouldn't appear as such. Yes.
Yes, I have two questions. Well, a question and an idea.
Yeah.
My question is, where do we go from here? And my idea is, because there's this thing involving the negative plane,
Yeah.
if we're all just really positive,
Nope.
and we go into the negative plane, that's an oxymoron, and won't that just snap things back to the way they're supposed to be?
Happy.
What happens
I
when
don't
you
like
put,
that.
well, let me ask you this question. What do you put, happens when you put an
Everyone
ice
is
cube
mad at
into
you
a pot of boiling water?
I mean,
Who said
it probably floats down the river
Wow.
and goes into... Oh.
Happiness is illogical.
It's Hotland. It goes down to Hotland.
I thought you were
Goes
going to
down
say
to Hotland.
happiness is a lie. Like,
Happiness is
my
illogical.
man.
Where do we go from here?
Happiness is the first step to damnation.
Yeah.
Do we have to go on the disco mountain?
Eventually. Hopefully not. Okay.
That
here's
is the
thing.
greatest name for that.
As it stands right now, there are technically two people who are in control of the gauntlet. Asarak and whoever's body he's controlling. If we bring that person back, Asarak can't control them anymore. So we have to bring that person back to life.
We have
The
to
pro-
resurrect someone?
Yes.
That can happen?
I think I
Yeah.
can potentially maybe help with that. I'm not sure yet.
Huh?
Now, Bob and I have been trying to bind that spell to an artifact so we could just touch Asarak and that person will come back to life. That hasn't worked. I think Asarak has kind of turned that off.
Is it a defibrillator?
No. That just stops the heart from going into cardiac arrest. And
Okay.
gives it a pace. Now, there is technically still one place that I know where there is an item
a
that can
chicken.
bring someone back to life, even if years have passed. It is a stone of true resurrection. The problem is where it is.
Okay.
Where is it?
In the Tomb of Horrors.
Ooh.
Well, that doesn't sound nice.
It's Asarak's old lair.
Sounds awesome.
Well, I was thinking we
Specifically
should go there. I was thinking we should go to this place.
Designed specifically by Asarak to keep adventurers out. It is filled with more unimaginable horrors and defenses than has ever been
Why would
Not
we go to
fair.
this place? This is still
Are
Not
they
fair.
puzzles?
extensively. The good news is I used to work there, so I know where everything is.
Sick.
Then why have you not
used to
got...
be evil?
Yes. I got thrown through a portal and I was turned into a good woman. It's complicated.
But
Good
you're a
woman.
cat.
Yeah, you're a cat.
I wasn't before. It's
You-
complicated.
What'd you look like?
I was a four-armed gargoyle. It's
Wow.
Who
it was
turned you into a cat?
jerks.
What a quirk.
I think they're the best people.
Anyway, they thought it was funny. They didn't live.
No, turning him into a cat.
Okay.
They didn't live.
She's not wrong.
If this is your sick idea of revenge, I'm not amused.
I thought, you know what? I thought it'd be nice because it's the only adventure in D20 Live history where no one's ever beaten it. So I thought it'd be nice
That's
to beat
fair.
it. Plus, it is the only place that actually has a Stone of True Resurrection.
Yes,
in
true.
it.
Yeah.
You sick
Okay.
bastard. But let's do it.
Just quickly.
I step forward. Where is my?
Coop de Jarnac has been gracious to donate us $13.23. With the quote hype.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like there was
Where-
some conversion there.
Yeah, probably.
I grow weaker the further I am from my casket. Where is my armor?
Points to the chest.
Fucking metal.
That
as
Will it
fuck.
fit
Set a
everything possible in
casket.
there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of bigger on the inside. This is Baba Yaga's castle.
Oh, okay.
Is it? I was about to say, is it Mary Poppins or Doctor Who? No one will ever know.
Baba
Baba
Yaga.
Yaga. She's the
Very,
original.
so
Flavor
very
of weird.
untrusting of the Xenos. I walk over to the chest, give it a kick to open it.
Like
Reach
a Lynx
inside.
droid.
Reach inside and grab something, whatever the first thing I see is.
The chest plate.
Is any of my
condition.
stuff? Do I? Did I have anything on me? I don't even.
Your wallet, maybe. A cell phone.
Oh, I want my cell phone.
So hold.
Yeah.
Please.
What about me?
You would have had your bag of frosting.
I
Your
will
armor
build
would be in
everything.
there.
Would you like
Okay,
a
so I can
jaw?
just go walk over and
Yeah,
grab
you open the
okay.
chest at your foot your bed and put your gear
I
on.
am. I do not want to
No,
be
but-
anywhere without my gear right now.
Yeah.
I got a costume. That's about it.
Yeah.
What
He-
is this
he-
thing you're holding?
Yeah.
So, is everyone put on their
Pretty bad.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing to add. Bethany, you actually do have one more thing in the trunk.
Yeah.
Lead coin.
Okay.
Sounds
Your casting
heavy.
item.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I
It's
reach
on me
it
now.
out in answer to you.
Where's
as
my
I-
chicken?
In the bag, in the chest.
Why would you do that?
Is the chest
I rushed to
moving?
the chest.
Bob is like, she's fine. She was asleep.
Really hope so.
Sleep
I'm
forever.
really happy your chicken survived.
You have a chicken?
Yes, I have a chicken.
But you're a maid with a chicken.
Yes.
in answer to your question, as I hold up my chest plate,
No.
very large, no, I would rather have my respirator, but I will, and I throw the chest plate on the ground, making a large clang. I will
Damaging the
need
wood.
squires.
Of course, dearie. She snaps her fingers and imps start running out from the door and start grabbing your plate. And start,
I frantically reach inside.
as you start pulling plates out, they're quickly going in and putting it on you in perfect assembly.
Get away, vile creatures! I
The
pick
stick
up
just
one
kind of
Freak
pops
out.
up in your face. Don't be polite, young man.
as I'm crushing this little imp.
They work for me.
Fine.
Yes.
Can I sneak in with them and draw a frosting mustache on him?
Make a thievery roll. Devin, make an awareness roll.
Careful with chocolate.
I'm gonna do a science roll just to see if I can figure out any enhancements I can make to his gear.
Go ahead.
21.
5.
The mustache is drawn.
And I
Thus
don't
the
even
PvP
notice.
begins.
32 to make an to see if I can make some.
You understand how
enhancements.
his suit works, which is weird because it's technically more advanced than it should be, but it's very simplistically designed for what the technological level should be for what is required thereof of it. And you can think of like just basic circuitry that would easily enhance it, but you're welcome to make that argument to an Imperium of Man soldier.
So I see your gear. It's very, very impressive.
He jumps back because he's already really nervous about having these Xenos creatures crawling all over him, putting his armor in place.
Would you like me to improve it?
Heresy.
Thank you. Heresy.
No, it's just science.
As I start to see you pull out your suit, I lean over your shoulder and look to you. Are you a mechanicus?
Yeah, in training. Yeah. How tall am I in my suit, by the way?
You're about 8 feet.
So are we lined up now, face
Yes.
to face? Nice.
I
Sam,
would
you had your hand
be
up?
more comfortable with her touching the armor. You may
I'm
advise.
gonna wait.
Go ahead.
Is Gracie Gears a boy or girl?
Girl.
I said Gracie
Mi-
gears.
Miss Baba Yaga.
Yes.
Do you know where our friend Quantum is?
He's on the train.
What train?
Your transportation. Adam, sweetie, would you
Not
come
dead.
in, please?
Woo.
From the door comes a man with blonde, wavy hair and blue eyes.
Tell
He wears
Dave
a
the
captain's
number.
jacket, pants and boots, all accompanied with a pink feather boa around his shoulders. His bare chest reveals a large bandage around his midriff, but despite his wounds, he's as insatiable as he is indestructible. For Lord Nauticus, master of the Penetratus, emerges from the doorway.
SO4, Dave.
Yes, Baba, he mutters. What was that, young man? Yes, mother, replies Nauticus. Baba Yaga sighs.
Well, this explains a
So
lot.
stuffy, you take too much after your father. You'll leave Dad out of this. He did the best he could. Baba Yaga leaves the room, bemoaning being cursed with 2 ungrateful children. Hi, guys.
I need more information.
You don't have your mom's nose.
Thank God.
I need more information on all of that.
So do I. I need so much more.
Are you asking that in character? Because you actually know Nauticus.
Yes, that is.
Yeah,
I
Robert
need
Robin. How you guys
more
Rick, how
information.
you doing?
You know my name is Mikhail, and if your mother is Baba Yaga, you will be able to pronounce my name properly.
You know what? I had a rough day. I got hucked at the elemental plane of Earth.
So I'm like, oh, Mom!
Just I don't like to go into it. All right, it's complicated.
Why don't you have robot legs?
I don't want robot legs.
That is a very good reason.
Can I have robot legs?
Can I have robot legs?
Is that an option?
I already
Can we
have
do that?
robot
Do
legs.
I look like I know how to make robot
Frosting
legs?
legs.
I will not have frosting.
That sounds
Do you
squishy.
have black frosting?
Yes.
Sir, you're the person who's in charge of the train?
I have that distinction. Lord Nauticus, master of the Penetratus.
Hello.
What is it called?
The Penetratus.
One more time, please.
The Penetratus.
Why would you call it train?
Why the fuck do you think I called it that, lady? I'm not exactly a PG-13 show.
And I am a child.
Does it
I know.
because it has 5 cars.
What?
Pentatratus?
Yes.
That's a way better one.
It had.
I'm a
cars.
child.
Yes.
And a cookie.
Baba Yaga said that our friend Quantum was on the train.
Yeah, but what?
Can we go see him, please? We're really worried.
Do you have a crush on him?
What?
Do you have a crush on him?
No.
Oh my God, you do!
Stop!
Oh my God, you have a crush! You have a crush!
No.
Yes, you
Stop.
do!
Stop
I know.
it.
You're blushing. You're blushing.
Stop.
You're blushing. Oh my God, does he know?
I walk up to Lord Nauticus and smack him upside the head.
What? It's love.
Yes, and we have pressing matters. If
All right,
we
fine,
want
come
to
on.
allow this love, we need to actually, fix the universe.
Oh, multiverse.
Whatever.
Your
It's not
lordship,
whatever.
if we could move, please.
All right, fine.
Oh, string theory. I heard that on TV once.
You travel through the halls of Baba Yaga's hut until you arrive at a station room that actually somehow has been converted into a train station. The Penetratus has seen better days. Several of the train cars are outright missing, and only the first car and the engine appear to be relatively intact.
There's not 5 at all.
Inside the first car, strapped with whatever they had on hand to a cot, is an unconscious young man with a massive jagged tear of white light cutting across his face, his chest, and down his leg. Some of you know this young man as your classmate Quantum.
Yikes.
So we all know he's strapped that way to keep him stable. I'm not doing this for any of my normal fun. Is that clear?
What's your normal fun?
You're too young. Come
we
back
go-
when you're 18.
Can we
okay?
go see him?
Can we
He's right
please-
there.
can we-
He's just sitting on the table.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know.
What's his
Is
name?
he stable for now?
His
I
name's
think so.
Quantum.
You see.
I don't know.
You see Nauticus kind of take a pen out and kind of stick it in the white light. I mean, like this can happen. He doesn't feel anything.
Stop!
Still
Ooh,
not a
I want to
good
go
idea.
in.
Oh my gosh.
Don't go in.
You're small enough. You probably could. Can we dip? can we dip in?
We have to thank Mythic for kindly donating $50. And
Thank
he
you.
says he lives.
Worth it. Every penny.
Yep.
Oh. So,
Can we tie Dom up and put him in the hole?
we're not putting him in the hole.
Oh
Not put
god.
him in the hole.
You got spunk.
I don't want Quantum to wake
By
up
the
with
way,
a cookie inside of him.
on-
He'd
on the
feel
way-
really bad.
On the way to the train, I
does he
say,
not
by
like
the way,
cookies?
my name is
If we
Clive
put
Cena.
Talking cookie. I don't think
Who
he'd
are
be
all of
really
you?
He'd be really upset.
Oh yeah, we have not introduced ourselves whatsoever. We just stared at each other and went,
I just did.
howdy.
My name is Mikhail Slivonovich.
Mikhail Sivonovich.
Rick Silver it is.
Yes, please call me Rick Silver because you just can't pronounce my name properly.
Okay. Hello.
Okay, Rick Silver.
Better.
Squire Silver it is.
Ooh.
Sure.
You've been
Actually,
claimed.
doctor.
What is
Doctor.
a doctor?
Uncultured baboon. Oh, good lord.
Ooh.
What's your doctorate in?
Physics,
Ah.
chemistry,
General
astrophysics, general science.
Astropath Silver, then.
Where did you study?
St. Petersburg, London, New York.
Where in London? I studied at Oxford.
Moving right along.
Are we gonna introduce the rest of us, please?
Yeah.
Then you will be Astropath Silver instead.
Sure.
And what's your name? Big metal mustache man?
Lack of jaw, man.
Oh, who could have done that?
Brother Elias of the Dark Angel Second Company.
Elias.
Ooh.
Elias will do.
Second company.
So fancy.
My name is Heinrich von Gaubenschlaben. I am a great and renowned man from where we come from. Much more important than this peasant. I go over to my chest and I kick it open. I'm like, ah, yes, excellent. And
You've
I
already
pull
got
it.
your stuff. You're by the train now.
Excellent. So I just fix gently my fur coat, and then my second fur coat over top of my dueling fur coat. And as the coat ruffles in, presumably the breeze that only exists for me, you see just row upon row of like pistol throughout my inside jacket pockets, all ivory. The entire gun is made of ivory,
That seems
Even the
unnecessary.
Lastly,
even the barrel. It's like for the last time, my family owns an elephant farm. We kill them very humanely. We scare them toward a cliff. They fall down. The villagers in the next little while get meat. We get the ivory. Everybody wins. Okay. It's very
What about
humane.
the elephant?
What about the elephant? There's like a dozen more where they came from. We have extensive breeding programs, and then it's cliff time.
How's the chat doing?
Oh my god.
Why would I conserve them? There's so many.
This is gonna be the most interesting thing to rewatch just for the chat.
They're going insane.
I hope so.
I'm Hensa. I'm a maid.
Hi.
We're actually a battle maid, I guess. Is that what we are? yes.
that's a thing.
You're part of the blessed bonnet.
Yes, the Order of the Blessed Bonnet, battle maids.
Kind of,
That's
sort
a
of,
thing?
kind of not.
And I straighten out my my frilly apron, which has a pocket in the front with a sleeping chicken in it.
Oh, that's really cute.
And I straighten my my frilly hairband. And don't worry about the chicken.
Careful of Globin might kill your chicken for the ivory.
Chickens don't have ivory. However, I am very hungry.
So you breed elephants as we breed humans for the necessity of it.
What?
What? Yes.
Excuse me?
Excellent. This I understand.
I move like 3 feet away.
I moved 10 feet away.
You're a cookie!
He's very fast.
I have the most to fear here.
You really do. You are food to everyone.
I stick with the chicken.
The chicken might eat you.
I'm eyeballing your thieves' tools. You said they were sour keys.
Yes, they are. Get away from me.
What about the rest
I
of
have
the
to
crew?
say, I really appreciate your battle dress there, as someone also in a black lacy dress. I can't. My arm can't move that high right now.
We're very squished right now.
Hello, I'm Phoebe. Quick question.
Yeah.
When I use magic, do I get any like glowing hands?
If you want to.
Hell yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like,
Tell
I'm
us.
still learning, but I can do this, and like my hands just glow a little like dark purple for a second. I'm like, I'm figuring out exactly how it works, but
Are you trained?
No.
Not yet.
This is not ideal for you at all.
No. Then I will be watching you closely.
Okay, if you need me to stab anything. Oh, do I have a knife with me?
Unsanctioned psychic.
Yeah, I'd have a knife.
Unsanctioned
If
psychic.
you need me to stab anything, though, I
Needles
do have a
galore.
knife.
Brother
Beth,
Elias, more
you
like
still
Daddy
have Dexter's
Elias.
cold steel, pardon, cold iron knuckle duster.
Sick.
Yeah, you two
I
would
can
recognize
also-
each other, wouldn't you?
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet? Oh, you switched after. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand Beth a form. You should apply to the Order of the Blessed Bonnet.
You could be a little goth maid.
Can I be a goth maid?
You absolutely can.
Sick, and I fill it out immediately. Wait, do
Now
I have
who's
to do
in
work?
maid? Well, we are kind of maids.
Is the pay good?
Free room board. Adorable masters.
I'll think about
Shenanigans?
it.
Okay.
I need money for all my occult shit.
Hi, I'm Greasy Gearhead. You guys can just call me Greasy Gears. I'm a child. No, I'm literally like I think
14.
Yeah, we're like 14. Like I'm young, but like my mech suit looks like think about like construction equipment, and it's just duct taped together. It works. And it holds up really well, but I am poor.
I based it off
I
of
have
the entire
several
entire thing from Alien. So
Yeah, like it's not pretty, but it works.
I have several things I could suggest as improvements.
Sorry.
I'm okay.
Sorry, you're
Thanks, though.
poor? What is that?
I don't have a lot of money for all the big fancy stuff in my world. So I just go to the junkyard and I got this stuff.
I'm just gonna put my arms out like, wow, and then I walk away.
There are other worlds like that.
You have a good enough understanding to understand how all of this works.
Yeah,
So
I understand.
there are improvements we can make for him. I will suggest this, and he'd be willing, but you would have to do the work.
Okay.
I pull out my frosting.
Stay away from me, small edible.
I have no understanding of what that is, so no.
I'm shortcut. I don't have a lot of fighting ability, but I can do this, and then I just make a portal
Ooh, where does it go?
anywhere.
Throw the cookie in.
Wait.
Oh, sorry,
I was just about to ask.
Like I could just have like another one just come up above it.
I was just about to ask, will it cook me if I go through?
No, it's fine.
I
See,
throw the
you watch,
cookie
and
in.
you just watch me put my hand through, and it comes down from the
A
ceiling.
cookie flies past your hand.
Oh, okay.
I walk forward and try and put my hand in it. Does my hand go through or
Yeah.
just you?
It
Can
goes
I
through.
stick my head through it?
Yeah.
No, right?
You
It's like
guys
what your
are
emperor
all
used to do.
so like-
weird.
And I fall to a knee.
Huh?
Astropath,
Huh?
you will be protected above all others.
Excellent.
Oh shit! He thinks he's the second emperor.
I'm so confused.
Can you speak to the immaterium?
Huh?
Guide your way through it.
I can make it go anywhere if you want.
Why am I so in front of you? Brother Elias's sword is yours.
Oh, okay.
How big is this?
He just gave you his sword. What an idiot!
I didn't give it to her. I just
This is just like
pulled
right
an
in front of me.
Aragorn.
It's like 4 times longer than I am, and I'm like, okay.
I want to see her try to lift it real bad.
No.
Poor Penetratus, he just put a sword through it.
Oh my
Actually, yeah, I
god!
probably did.
Could you not?
Floorboards.
It's already fucked up enough. Look at it.
I pull
You
a
said a
sword out and
bad
resheath
word.
it.
I'm an 18
Astropath.
plus show. What do you want? Look at my train. Can we go?
Is that all the introductions?
Yes.
Well,
No,
For
wait.
the most part.
You.
Yes.
Yes.
Phoebe, for the most part, I'm sorry. My name is Lieutenant Dexter Marsh of the of His Majesty's Royal Medical Corps. I was born in about 1889. Then I ended up in another portal, and another portal, and another portal. And then I ended up getting attacked by cultists and ended up in her world.
Yeah, I was attacked by the cultists too.
It's me. I know I look different, but apparently I'm a mage too.
Amazing.
Stone had a bit of effect on me.
Don't put that away yet. I want some popcorn.
Hey, shortcut.
So, yeah.
Why
Are
were you
you
fucking
trained?
with this guy so much?
What?
You said you went to
I
portal
was in
after portal
traction
after
for
portal.
A couple
I didn't
weeks,
do it.
so
Oh.
kinda.
If you are trained,
It's true. Shortcut and I have been at school.
there's some comfort with that.
Okay, your alibi checks out.
Also, Mike, I'm not going to make a portal because I don't want him swearing to me too. I don't want a small fatwa happening.
Well, you know. You kind of see Nauticus holding fussy birches, and both of them look kind of 200% done with this entire encounter. Because they're both kind of caught up to date with everything, so they're just like, yeah, leave me alone. I can't.
Now that we are aware of our battle brothers and sisters, where do we go from here?
Well, if I've been instructed correctly, we'll be heading to the Tomb of Horrors. Can't miss it, trust me.
Why is this something stupid anonymous like a giant skull? No, okay.
Dave, S100.
Oh, it still has
please.
that happy face.
It looks like a pumpkin. Does it look
Party-
like a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin?
It doesn't look very scary.
Jack-o'-lantern.
After some
The
time
imagery of
traveling
Nurgle is strong with
between
this
the
mountain.
void between existence itself, you
Yeah,
arrive
smiley face.
at the site of the Lich's last haunt. Before you is a low, flat-topped hill about 200 yards wide and 300 yards long. Only ugly weeds, thorns, and briars grow upon the steep sides and bald lop of the 60-foot-high mound. There are black obsidian rocks upon the top of the hill, and from this angle you can see them arranged as eye holes, nose hole, and the jagged teeth of a grinning death's head, as if the whole mountain is shaped like a human skull.
Very fitting for the skeleton man.
Well, yeah.
He's not very subtle, is he?
No, he's not.
Imagine if everywhere you went, you just made a giant imprint of your face.
Anyway, we should get in there.
Are we in Faerun right now?
No, well, technically that's floating. What's happening is the actual tomb itself is floating in the middle of space itself with a large stone slab beneath it.
Is it dirty in there? I don't do dirty.
It's
only sometimes.
Are you asking the cat this, or are you asking Nauticus this?
Whoever. I just announce it to the
General
universe.
question to the room.
I don't ever address any one person.
The cat refuses to reply.
Mike,
As
I
it's
look at
that's right. It's a cat.
I look through my auspex. How dirty is it? What kind of
Pretty
stone is in there?
Actually, common stone and dirt. Actually, the thing is, though, as you auspec the stone beneath it, you can't make out its signature or make. It actually, you're getting weird density readings off of it. You can't even imagine conventional Imperium high-quality Exterminatus lasers penetrating with you getting these readings. It's almost as if this has been constructed to preserve the interior of whatever this tomb is.
It's a little dusty.
Gross.
That was the translation.
Well, no, for him.
Do
And
Do I
I
have to
relay
clean
that
it?
information to the rest of the party that there is. My scanners show nothing below the surface. Can't read anything below the surface. Which
Does that only detect the living?
This? It can detect traces of that which is dead, but not truly. More the items that they carry on them.
Well, I'm glad I'm wearing my ablative mink.
But yes.
This is for discarding.
It can see through a dozen spectrums.
Yeah.
But not the dead.
I have infrared and awareness to tremor sense. Can I try and see if there's anything I can see? I assume it's not going to be much different, but
Not really, no, unfortunately. Because there's no strong thermal readings coming off of the mountain.
Sure.
You do notice three, as you look along the base of the mountain, where there's clearly a section of loose shale and rock, there's a temperature difference at 3 different points.
Hotter or colder?
Colder.
Okay.
And Fussy Birches speaks up. So normally, the way into the tomb is you would go around to where that loose shale and rock is, dig around until you hope you find one of the one entrance out of the 2 incorrect ones. Thankfully, I know which one that is.
Bless.
So we can just dig that out and we can get inside the proper entrance without any trouble. Nauticus, if you could you stay out here and maintain the train just in case we need to leave in a hurry? To which Nauticus replies, oh yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
I have a question for the group.
Hang on, Sam went first.
Mr. Nauticus, sir,
Yes.
can you please make sure that Quantum doesn't get hurt?
I'll do the best I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Quick question
If we
for
get
the
him
group.
back, do you want me to kind of leave you 2 alone?
No, it's okay.
In one of
That's
my
fine.
rooms?
No, it's fine.
It's Young Love. We have great soundtracks here.
No, we're okay. It's
You
fine.
sure?
We're just gonna take him back.
Are you mocking the astropath, little
I
man?
am supporting love, you cold-hearted bastard.
Love is immaterial and essential.
Love powers
She
the
is
universe.
beyond love.
Huh?
Love powers the universe, you silly little man.
I'm so confused.
You always
Have a
time.
care with your tone when addressing her.
Have a care with your tone when addressing me. Don't talk
Well
to
said.
me.
I have a question for the group. Does anyone have any spare weapons?
No.
Like a very small knife or a toothpick?
Did you see Nauticus go behind his counter and hold out a cocktail? You know, like one of those plastic cocktail
sword.
I
swords?
take it. Anything else?
I pull out my combat knife and drop it in front of you. It is about 3 feet long.
It's bigger than you are.
Not gonna work.
That is the
Anything-
smallest weapon I have.
I have a rusty nail.
I go to
That
the
actually might be
bar
useful.
car.
I'll take the
people
rusty
with-
nail.
I have a lollipop.
I go to the bar car. I grab a beer, twist off the cap, and hand it to him.
Shield.
Oh my
What's up, Tyler?
god.
We have to state a great thank you to Fanged Sniper Second for donating $66.15.
Oh my
God. Thank you.
And he says,
Derailed the
it's
stream.
been a hell of a ride. I'm exited, which I'm assuming is excited.
Excellent. Yes.
Wait,
Or
it
he
was
has to go
66
right now.
Or he has to go.
exited.
We're all exited.
$66 and what?
Oh, here we go.
15
Exit.
cents.
I was really hoping it was going to be 60 cents.
Don't sass the
So close.
donators, Tyler.
They could just donate
I'm not
$666.
sassing anybody.
Dave, can you
I'll be
prep
back.
image S103 and we will enter the tomb?
Does anybody have a pen?
No.
Or pass
Oh,
it on.
God.
Daylight
I
illuminates.
thought it was for your character. I was like, no,
The
man,
first
we already
60
gave you a
feet.
bottle cap. Piss
You
off.
see a long hallway stretching into darkness, covered in bright, brilliant colors as if new. The floor is covered in a colorful mosaic of stone with a distinct winding path of red tiles 2 feet wide.
Small cat. Why do you need us if you know how to get through this dungeon?
Well, for starters, there are traps in this dungeon, like that plate, 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 which are all trap
I marked
doors.
them in my auspex.
Yeah.
I very slimily slide to the back of the group.
Secondly,
It's like,
I can't physically press down on the switches that open the doors.
You
That's
can't-
fucking adorable.
You can't push the
Amazing.
buttons.
No, I can't.
Do you want to walk or do you want to ride on my thing? That way
I
you're
don't
cool.
need pity.
It's not pity.
I have trekked across reality. I'm fine. And she just moves her way along the path.
Just so you know, you're getting a lot of pity right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
hear me out. Not pitying you, do you want to be my partner? Because at this point, I'm kind of considering myself a witch, which is amazing.
You know I'm
Every
not
witch
really a cat, right?
Needs a cat.
But you are
My
a
lady.
cat.
Could you point out those pressure plates again?
She scratches. She just marks them accordingly.
If you're not a
Use
cat, then I'm
magic?
not a gingerbread boy.
Psychers, can you mark those for the party?
You're not even a gingerbread man yet.
That
He
is
hasn't hit gingerbread
27
puberty.
to mentally put a
His
overlay
gumdrops haven't dropped.
over the floor.
Guys,
Yeah.
put an overlay.
Yep.
So they all see where
Yep.
these are. Okay, cool.
Nice little glowing bits.
Cool. You all see the the trap doors as you look along the floor. Now,
I pat your shoulder heavily. Well done.
so normally someone would explore this hallway and look at the reliefs and look at the one little box that's on the wall there. Don't touch that. It's got poison in it.
So what you're saying is we have a game genie.
Effectively. Now,
Oh
there's
my
two
God.
ways out of this room. There is. Let me just get to the picture first. Dave, S105.
It's a Dark Souls door.
There is that portal, or behind the relief is actually a second door, which leads further into the tomb. Both are options.
Where's this door lead?
Let me double check.
Fuzzy Britches pulls out notes.
Yeah,
Is this one also trapped?
everything in here is trapped. If you go through that gate, don't go through that gate before we detrap it.
If you go through that gate, don't go through that gate.
It is a Dark Souls trap.
this dungeon is held up predominantly by traps
Yes.
And bird shit.
and bird shit.
Its support system when they were constructing it, he's like, should we put the support beam here? Just a trap. He's like, excuse me, a trap?
Make sure that support beam is a trap.
I want to see
collapses, the
knives
room comes
flying out of that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and here's the front
Minimum
door.
It will
poison
take
dart.
you
Is it a trap?
deeper. It'll take you deeper into the tomb, but we can get you back if you go there. Oh, and don't go through that. That's just bad.
No, I would not.
Dave, 06.
Oh, that's too bad. I was going to stick my dick in there.
That's just bad.
Obviously, it's bad. His giant demon head on wall.
Look, a lot of people have gone in there, and they don't come back out. It's just a black hole.
Don't say.
That would be people. I'm not people.
Throw the cookie in.
Is that you saying that you wouldn't go in, or saying that you would come back?
Use the test
I'd
cookie.
probably come back.
Test cookie.
What's that?
Use the test cookie.
What?
Before I
Mike?
do this, are there any readings that you people with gadgets can make of this, or
Wait, are you
magic?
actually
Nothing
going in?
nothing off of that
Yeah.
hole.
I could.
Don't do
None
it.
of my
Empty hand.
Nothing.
none of my
There is
sensors
no
return
reason for you to
anything.
go into this mouth. Why?
I don't know.
It's
Maybe
cool.
there's candy inside.
Please don't
You
do
are
that.
Candy?
Got it.
Oh yeah.
Maybe there is candy inside. You should go in and check, Ginger Man.
Don't want him to leave.
Heinrich.
Don't
Heinrich.
get rid of your
Him
food.
later.
Heinrich.
What?
Yes,
Now,
you're
lady,
right. We shouldn't get rid of the emergency.
What world
snack.
does he
Heinrich,
come from?
Did you not eat on the train?
Originally, a place called Greyhawk. Also, sorry, Oearth. Got the name wrong. Oearth. Although the tomb moved just before all that happened. Yes.
If anyone wants to join me, I'm going to take a selfie in front of the mouth.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes.
It's like,
Also, Mike,
Hashtag fuck the tomb.
Mike,
Me and my
I'm
chicken.
going to take a piece of
Hashtag fan art Discord
piece
go.
of the mouth.
you're gonna take a piece of like.
Are you touching the mouth?
Can I?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Like
Can
you
you
go near and
mustache
Fussy
the-
Bruce. Fussy
Can you
Bruce goes.
mustache this thing?
I already have.
What'd you do?
I mustached it.
Oh, yeah.
Can I take a piece of the surrounding stone?
You try to pry it up, but it's not coming loose.
And I know this is meta, and I'm oh so sorry, but everything about every fiber in my being just craves that I vandalize this place.
So Fussy Bruce just says, we either can decipher the archway, or we can go through the secret door behind the plaster wall.
I have
I'm
a
okay
quick
with the
question.
secret door.
The box containing the poison, is it poison gas?
No, it's needle.
Can I pull it out with my mech suit then?
Well, 'cause
Needle
the problem
gas.
is if you open up the box and you get past the needle and you pull the lever, there's a trap door. There's nothing in there.
Oh, okay.
It's just terrible.
It's just a
Okay.
trap.
It's just terrible.
So it's
This-
Nothing valuable.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a trap.
So
Your
let's-
master was sadistic.
It feels
Yeah.
like a
Yes, he
classic
was.
villain lair.
Is
Let us use the door
love it.
behind the plaster
Everything's a
wall.
trap.
All right, you guys peel back the plaster. You, in the one section that actually has the image of what appears to be a kind of monster holding a set of bars in a vault door, there is in fact an actual kind of prison door that's easily openable, and there's another door behind it.
Okay.
Uh,
Now,
Psycho.
Kat, are there traps around this door right here? I would assume yes, because
yeah.
everything is a trap.
Yeah, this place is terrible.
Yes.
Yes, there's one in the floor there. The problem is behind that door is a four-armed gargoyle, because that used to be my room. So I'm
I can
assuming,
take him.
So I'm assuming there's another
We
gargoyle
can
in
fix
there.
that
Did you-
quickly.
Is there
I
another
thought-
one?
I
There might
thought
be.
you exactly. I thought you were the four-armed gargoyle.
Never mind.
Perhaps there's a four-armed gargoyle factory.
Well,
Like
only
the
one way
elephants.
to find out.
In the
But
lowest layers
I didn't invent automation.
beneath the tomb itself, there is actually where a Serac gets more four-armed gargoyles because he has our mother down there.
Whoa.
Yeah, return it to him, horse.
Okay, I
So-
pull open the door and I usher the maid through.
All right, prepping up. Dave, image S108.
Oh.
Oh.
Ew.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
you
Upon
ushered
opening the
the
door to
maid
the
through?
room, you see
Yes.
in this darkness a large mutated four-armed gargoyle. It starts snarling at you and moves to attack you.
I open the
Magic
door
roll.
like a gentleman and let the lady in through first. She asked for it.
Everyone roll for initiative, and we'll prepare our attacks.
Oh dear.
You okay, shortcut?
I'm okay.
Well,
Is that cocked?
that is.
Nice.
Okay.
That was not.
There it is. Okay.
What is my
19.
Plus
19?
my initiative.
4.
Initiative is
What?
here.
4.
Where is it?
Oh, I have a +2.
Oh. Yeah.
Tom, what'd you get?
I got an 8.
Look out.
Jordan?
I'm going to go with a 12. Oh, no. Sorry. 15. 15.
Final answer.
Dom, what'd you
12
get?
plus 3 is
16.
what?
Sorry, Dave, I missed you completely.
9.
You're walking in first.
Who knows? I could have flubbed.
9?
9.
Beth?
13.
Beth is 13.
18.
Cole's 18. Sam?
24.
Jesus.
I have +9.
So, Sam, you're going first. What do you want to do?
Well, I see this thing through the door, and I'm like, oh dear!
May I yell a suggestion?
It's not your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna portal this. You know how portal does?
Yeah?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Just as a question, who's next in the initiative?
It's Devin.
Okay.
So just portal on the floor, portal on the ceiling. It's gonna fall infinitely through.
You don't have to roll to make your portals work, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh.
That was a big mistake.
Reflex save?
What sweet hell we are in.
Mike, reflex save for him.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do that. Because he does technically fly. And he is still a he. So you just see the gargoyle plummet into this hole, flailing angrily and screaming at you in a large bellowing voice. You just see Fussy Britches is kind of wondering whether this was worse than what happened to her or better. Just kind of doing the math in her head. Next up, Devin.
It's about to be worse.
I'm sure.
I nod at the nod.
What you consider to be an
What
astropath.
I consider to be the astropath. Well done.
Thank you.
I walk forward, draw my sword,
Hold it into the hole.
kneel, and go. And as I see the auspex go in between, as soon as it passes into the portal, I put my sword point up so that it falls on the sword.
You just
Make your attack roll. It's still an attack to try and hit this thing.
It's Pooper.
Pooper duper, right in his pooper.
25.
25 will easily hit it. Well, not easily, closely hit it.
Oh.
Make your damage roll.
That's concerning.
Yep. That's my combat knife. He missed my sword. Okay, all right.
Did I not get your sword?
Nope. Don't worry.
Okay,
about it.
let's say, what's your combat knife stats?
The combat knife is 2d6 melee.
All right,
damage.
let's say it's 3d6 plus your strength.
3d6 plus strength. Okay.
Upgrade.
All right. Scott is at a 6. Okay. Using Scott's dice. Can't tell.
It's an elder sign. It's a 6.
You said melee damage as well?
Elder sign
Yeah.
is good.
Or strength?
Yes, the elder
Strength
sign
modifier.
is very good.
Depends
15
on which
damage.
side of the
Cool.
GM screen you're on.
You slash up the torso of the gargoyle, and black blood comes out of it, but it is still alive and screaming at you in absolute fury. Dave,
Yes.
what do you want to do?
Well, since I've been ushered into the room and there's this rather large
Nope, sorry, not
armored
Dave. Nicole. I got the initiative.
Nicole.
Howdy. I'm gonna punch it.
All right, go ahead. Make your attack roll.
Pound it.
Pound shit.
Pouch.
Tell me if you need me to hold anything.
No, I think I'm okay.
Just
Oh,
out of
no.
this world.
Oh dear.
That's like
Nicole.
it's like a 6.
You take your
Is
hand,
it
you try to
prone?
swipe it. You miss just as it's going boom, and you go again and again. It just doesn't quite go through. Next up in the initiative order is Dom. Dom, what are you doing?
I enter the room. What do I see in the room?
In the room itself?
Yes.
Fucking nothing, except 3 different sets of doors leading out of the room.
And an
And
angry gargoyle.
Was anything said about the doors?
Nope.
I rush over to the one to the left.
Okay.
And I'm going to open it.
Dom's gonna die first.
Just in case.
All right, let me just bring up the map.
Dom, I don't know if you can you get up that high to open the door?
I don't have a jump stat.
He just uses his icing to lasso around it.
He
Yeah.
uses like a rope made of licorice and like whoosh.
Like, takes off
Exactly.
his
That's what my
belt.
belt is for. Yeah.
Fruit
One
Loop.
sec,
The
guys.
Fruit Loop belt.
Sorry.
Fruit roll up.
It's okay.
It's
That's
like
3
it's like
feet of
90
I
fruit.
want to make sure I've got the right door that you picked.
Real fruit flavor.
Knowing me, it's probably going to be the wrong door.
There's a few
It's
of
Tomb of
those.
Horrors. They're all the wrong door.
That's true.
You're gonna die first.
Different degrees of wrong.
You better
You've
heal
just
me.
made this encounter worse.
That's okay.
Sorry. most likely the encounter is worse.
Okay.
And more fun.
You see a 5 foot by 5 foot room that is clearly bare. Do you choose to walk in?
No, but I'm going to use my hide in plain sight feature. Just in case
Next to the open door. Or are you going into the room is the question.
No.
Okay.
It's just open, and I'm hiding against the door
Okay,
in
you
plain
have to
sight.
roll your thievery to stealth. So that's going to be your action. Cool. Next up.
Jordan. Just a quick survival tip. The second he asks you, are you sure you're in the room? You say no immediately.
What are you doing?
So wait, sorry. I roll my thievery action now?
You just don't have any penalties to thing. And that's your action for this turn.
I'm just imagining him look like a gingerbread cookie sticker on the wall.
17.
All right,
No one knows
you
I'm
have
here.
stealthed. So, Jordan, what are you doing?
God, I don't know. So I'm in a room. There's a gargoyle falling through what seems to be an infinite hole.
Mm-hmm.
What else is in this room? Because I'm
the
not
room
fucking
itself
with
is actually
that.
quite bare. There's bits of bone, and it's quite clear this gargoyle effectively lives here and feeds off of whoever makes it this far.
So it smells lovely. Cool.
Yeah.
And so there's only a gargoyle in this room?
Yep.
What's that thing next
Going
to him
in
on
an
the picture?
infinite loop.
It's a wicker basket. It's probably for poop.
Immediately disinterested.
I was like, ooh, wicker, nope.
That's not meant to hold things.
Or a type of pot. It could either be a wicker basket or a type of chamber pot, but either
hope
way,
it's
it's
a
probably
pot.
for poop.
Oh boy.
Yes.
I wanna nudge it into the portal.
Oh.
With my foot. Just
This is the Savage Madness.
Well, there's no roll for that, so you do it.
Yes.
And everything
And the
gets
gargoyle's
infinitely-
progressively getting angrier.
that's cool. What's
Beth,
actually
you're
in
next.
the pot? As it collides with the gargoyle, going, what is probably terminal velocity at this point?
I'm assuming the gargoyle is made out of flesh.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I'm going to. It's just like a stone room, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use my matter magic
Okay.
and just like, can I use it to just make the like take some of the stone from the wall and make it into like a giant bat?
Yeah.
Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah, that's about right.
And can I just whack him?
Yeah.
All right.
You whack-a-mole.
Just whack a gargoyle.
Punch him.
Whack-a-mole in a portal hole.
So I'm assuming I'm rolling magic.
Yep. To conjure it.
Weapon,
And that'll be your action. I'll give you the stats
Okay.
for a baseball bat.
Oh my goodness, you're moving
It's like a
my
bat
whole
in
sheet.
anime, you know.
Oh lord.
Away
That's
he
a
goes.
non-natural 20.
What?
Non-natural 20.
Cool. The bat easily forms out of it. It is made. What did you want it to be made out of?
Just the stone in the room.
Yep. Stone. Let's say it gives you 1d8 plus.
Oh god, all my dice are over there.
1d8 plus your strength.
Someone pass me 1d8.
Well, that's
Or
gone
in
forever.
Pass me another
That is your
1d8.
turn. Next on the initiative order
Expected me to catch
is the gargoyle.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ, Tom, you never...
Oh, sorry, it was 1d8 plus what?
That throw was
Strength.
good.
My strength.
Beth deflected it.
It's true.
Or intelligence because
Thank
it's
you.
magic. I don't know.
1d8 plus strength.
No, just to wield it to do damage.
Oh, I thought she made like a spiritual
5.
weapon and
No,
sort
no,
of
it's
like,
just a bat she
okay.
fucking made.
All right, okay.
Just peeled
So,
it off the stone wall.
It was the gargoyle's turn, but he rolled a natural 1 to escape, so now he's tumbling
Oh.
and swearing in the language of the gargoyles.
Sorry, Mr. Gargoyle, but you seem mean.
Is it Gargolian?
Yes. Just a whole lot of cussing. And,
Wow. Wow.
which I shouldn't be doing.
He
with
said,
that
"Is he
curling.
gargling?"
I'm really happy.
Dave, it's your turn.
Well,
I'm in rare form today.
Throw a chicken in the portal.
Oh my god.
kind of what I was gonna do. Well,
Except
I
when the
walk.
portal's gone, it's gonna splat.
I'm gonna skip up to the portal, and
Everyone
I'm
jump.
gonna
Very
take
cute way.
my chicken out of my apron's pocket, and just extend it towards the portal, and
Roll 1d6 to which chicken it is.
Oh god, oh god.
Oh yeah,
god.
fuck! I
Oh,
forgot about
God.
the chickens.
normal
more
chicken.
than one?
Oh, thank god.
1d6 per turn for 1d6 turns. 1 for 5 turns.
So you're doing 1 damage for 5 turns to this guy.
1 damage every turn for 5 turns.
Okay, cool. So I'll just make that up to another 5.
He has different types of chickens. I forgot I
So-
gave him those.
Some of them are
Tom,
horrifying.
your go.
Okay.
I wanted to explain it. For the eyes of people who
Shortcut.
have-
Next time you can reform that portal. Bring these gargoyles face to face with that stone face.
Okay.
Oh, that's smart.
All right.
And evil as F.
All right, Tom, that talking is your action. 'Cause
That's
it's more
fine.
than the normal amount. Cool.
I
Scott,
end the,
what are you doing?
that's the end of the encounter.
Well, I'm going to be dispelling this before the start of her turn, but I'm going to use space and create a ban.
Of,
Well, you know the second portal, right?
yeah?
I'm going to ban the gargoyle from going through it.
Well, you just heard what they were going to do, though, which was...
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
And
He's going to do it because he doesn't know what they're planning on doing.
I
You-
just
not
I
going.
just
Sorry.
announced that I said it
You
out
said it
loud.
out loud, though.
In character, I said it out
So
loud.
did you want to modify it, maybe use space to speed it up even faster?
I like this idea.
Because you did hear what they said, because you're all in the same room together.
Yeah, that's fair.
It happens.
Cool. So, top of the round. Sam?
Okay. Well, then when I see him fall through, I cancel the first one, the one that's on the ceiling, and then it's going to exit out to the one in front of the face.
Okay, I'm going to make a reflex save to see if I can stop this from happening.
No.
God hates me. And the four-armed gargoyle is launched into the mouth of the green devil, and you just hear a thump,
Maybe we can get it to get the candy out.
and there's no
It's
sound
got 4 hands.
to
It
be
can get
heard.
so much.
Yeah,
I do still create the ban. It bans a chicken from going through it.
that's fair.
To prevent the
You just
chicken
see
from
this
falling
chicken
through.
go. Just squeaky toy. And right into my hand.
How fat is this chicken? Is
Its
this chicken
eyes are
like,
looking in different directions.
Just
Please
see
tell
Fussy,
me this is like,
just
oh,
see Fussy
perfectly
Birch just
brown.
kind of look rather astonished at the sequence of events. Just- okay.
Are we worse or better than the idiots?
Well, if I were to put it on a scale, you did just destroy 10 sapphires that would have given you a gem of true seeing.
Huh?
But I think that worked out probably for the best.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll get through it.
We
Guys, there's an empty room over here.
Now, Dom, as Fussy Birch just says, I think everything's going to go okay. The door in front of you shuts, and all of you can feel a loud rumbling coming from the ground.
Huh?
It wasn't me.
I think you did it.
What did you touch?
What did you
A
do?
door.
Why did you touch the door?
I have nothing
You didn't
else
touch
I
the
can
door.
do.
You guys killed the gargoyle.
Oh.
And you hear this sound. You hear that sound.
Sorry, you going through clearly the Transformers transform noise.
And you feel the rooms shaking and shifting and then stop.
Holy hooker! Is this place a transformer?
Do any of you know what a transformer is?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
I have tremor sense.
Yeah.
Can I feel exactly where that's coming from?
Yeah. It feels like the room just got moved.
I'd argue that those two would know what Transformers
Yeah, like,
are,
we
'cause
probably
they're
would
from
know
the-
what
Transformers is.
Your characters are from a time period where Transformers exist. If you feel your characters would be fans, you would know that
Oh,
sound.
I make mech suits. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the Transformer sound you just heard.
Okay, so I'm gonna relay a really brief,
Yeah.
but very geek out version
Yeah.
of what we all just. Yeah, I'm super excited right now. I'm like, man, we might die, but this is gonna be cool.
It's like
Will die
Metaton.
swallowed
I
by
feel really
a
bad. I wish
transformer.
Quantum was here. He'd have a lot of fun.
You would have a lot of fun.
He's here.
What the
He just
crap
does-
hell is happening?
I relay to you guys that was a transformer noise and what transformers are.
Should I open the door again?
I've seen that show.
My
Where
character
you
opens the
guys
door that
ended
we
up?
just came from.
Are you opening the door you came from?
So
That
do
we
you
just
mean
came from.
that
Okay.
this
Why?
dungeon
No-
is
no
one
doors.
of these Transformers?
It's possible. It was the sound it made.
It wasn't like that when I was here last time. I guess he upgraded it.
So now you are useless to us, little
Our
cat.
guide is useless. Let's see where we are.
Man, those sapphires would have been real good right about now.
Yes.
I mean, Zakat isn't useless. I mean, it can tell us where all the wooden garbage traps are.
She
That
can-
is fair.
She knows all the rooms. It's just now the rooms are all in different order.
All right, Dave. I need you to
Well
get ready.
said.
S127.
help. No.
So Tom, you're opening the door behind you.
The one with the door we opened to get to the gargoyle.
Okay. Pop that up.
That's a lot of shields.
Okay,
I
so
Now,
guide.
okay,
What
before-
is this?
I want to go take.
You see the door open, and Fussy Britches immediately panics upon seeing this room and backs away from it.
Uh-oh.
Cool. I'm gonna follow the cat.
That sounds like a good idea.
Let's see here. Let me get to that room description.
As you go through the textbook that is this dungeon.
We jumped ahead 20 rooms.
Oh man.
That's not a good thing.
No.
No.
You see a bare chamber with a small door opposite you on the north wall. Along the east and west walls, framing the door on the north, are 8 sets of crossed swords hung bearing shields. Now, here's the weird thing about this. Normally there should be swords crossed under the shields, but they're not swords this time.
Swole.
They're little weird handles with buttons on them.
So kind of like
Are these
levers?
lightsabers?
No, just a handle. Looks like someone mounted on the wall with a little red button.
Are they
Are they
lightsabers?
lightsabers? Wait, what do we say yes to?
Okay.
Amazing.
I would not know what a lightsaber is. Must.
Yeah,
stay.
For those of you who know what, or whose characters would,
Oh, here we
I
go.
know what a lightsaber is.
I almost had a
if your
fucking panic
character would have
attack.
watched Star Wars, it's from the 21st
Fuck
century.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this movie too.
So we can have our little geek out together.
Sorry.
Milady,
And
what
then-
was this room?
It's the room of the animate swords, and as in that exact moment, I shut the door. Dave, S127B, all the lightsabers ignite in different colors, and they are immediately coming at all of you.
Close the door!
I did!
Close the door.
Panically shut the door.
I throw my body against the door.
Oh,
I would
You
get
may
away
want to
from
like
the door.
swords
But
are
I
gonna,
don't know
like,
that.
it's true.
I'm not afraid. I created another band.
Okay.
Mr.
Lightsabers can't
Elias,
come
sir,
through.
please move away from the door.
Please.
And
29.
Just as
Okay.
the band's about to form, and it makes a perfect band around your character, Devin, you see around you
Oh god.
as different lances of light, and they're just slowly ebbing back in as the band expands. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have one?
Can you lift it?
Sir, those
No.
will go directly through you.
Oh, I'll lift it.
They're made of laser.
Thank you, Mechanicus.
And I slowly start stepping away from the door.
Welcome to Big Mike's version of the Tomb of Horrors.
Good lord.
That's not
And
even
he turns to you.
doable, man.
I know.
And he turns
I have stats for them if you want to fight them.
No. I'm not gonna fight a sword.
Okay,
A
so it
lightsaber at
appears
that.
as if my luck with doors is really shit. Who wishes to try next door?
Well, my luck with doors
you,
got us
Psycho.
here, so maybe my
I
luck is
opened the
good.
door.
Welcome.
I wouldn't know if I'd call that good luck.
I
We're
opened the
lost.
left door again.
Excellent.
Okay, hang on. Dom, high or low?
Oh no.
I'm short, so low.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Fitting.
Shit
That's just a
We're in that
regular
door.
okay. We have no clue what this is.
Where are we now?
In hell.
No
I
shit.
think we're in
Cat?
hell now.
I don't know. He's shuffling the rooms. That shouldn't be there. It's just, it's bad, okay? It's bad. It's really,
Oh
really
no!
bad. Now,
Your evil master, who has control of over the entire universe and everything in it, has upgraded his lair.
yeah.
Yeah, that does kind of.
You say that as someone who possibly upgrades their lair.
This is pretty dumb of him.
Frequently.
Why?
Why wouldn't he just move his lair to a place where no mortal could go?
To be fair, the
Um,
reality did get split apart, and it was floating in space.
To be fair, his original plan was for there to be no reality except him. So obviously someone did this, which is probably.
The body.
Let's see if we can find those numbers again. Maybe there would be a clue as to how to get through the
Perhaps, but I'm currently opening a door.
Maybe numbers will be on the
Maybe,
other side of the
chick.
door.
Maybe the numbers are on this door.
It's like I'm not even like pushing it open. I'm just like slowly like.
He's playing a game of Munchkin. Next door.
Hang on.
I kick open the
Maybe
door
his
and there's a
Horcruxes
little
This
are
gimmick
here.
was a lot more troublesome than I thought it was going to be on an initial pass. There we go. There he is.
Do you think his Horcruxes
He?
are here?
Dave, don't cue it
Yes.
up yet. Don't put it up yet, but look for S123, okay?
Oh no.
All right.
123. How many pictures do you have?
One for
It's
each one in the tomb,
S1
dude.
Good
23.
lord.
The tomb has like 32 some odd images to it. So,
Plus customs.
And this is
You-
a picture of your
you
lightsaber
see-
on the floor.
when he opens the door, you see a large set of double doors on the other side. I don't have a picture for them.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Okay. Guide.
These look like the doors to the Juggernaut.
Wonderful.
Is
Close
this
the
the place
door.
where we wish to go?
The Juggernaut, as in the Juggernaut from X-Men?
I don't know
He's
who that
the
is.
Juggernaut, bitch.
I've seen that show too.
No, well, the Juggernaut is
Fair game.
technically a large stone golem elephant that runs on two rollers, that runs over you
Garbage slobbin.
when
Elephant.
when
Elephant.
you open the door, because there's knockout gas in the door.
In the door?
Yes, when you open the door.
May I open the door this time?
Uh,
Because of the gas on the door.
I'm also immune to gas.
Excellent. Then you and I, small edible, will open the door.
I'm kind of liking this name. It's insulting, but there's honor to it.
I only give special names to honorable warriors.
Please be okay. Don't get hurt.
Trying so hard to be
Can
mom.
I-
aren't
She's
you?
our backup
Can
plan.
I'm 14.
Can I
Do
go
not
in?
worry,
Do you
Shortcut.
have oxygen filtration of any kind on your suit?
It doesn't say so, but I remember that I couldn't fall asleep, and I wasn't poisoned when we played.
If your sheet doesn't say it has it, it
Then
doesn't
no.
have it.
Okay, cool beans.
Shortcut. You're our backup plan.
Okay.
Can you use the portal to somehow pull the gas into a different place?
Or us.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
them.
can
I mean,
do
I
it on
guess.
the floor
Less
again.
complicated.
Here, take my canary chicken.
I
lar-
can't.
My coal mine chicken.
First of all, I can't hold it. Second of all, it might eat me.
Can you ride it?
Yes!
Chicken mount.
I
wait,
would like to
wait.
roll for vehicle.
Can I? Can I use my matter magic to make a saddle?
Matter first, then you're
I'm gonna place my chicken on the ground.
okay.
I don't think you want to ride that chicken. It's basically a living frag grenade.
I got a natural one.
You have put handles in the ground. That's all you
Okay.
got.
Okay, I'm going
My
bareback.
bad. I'm
Yeah.
still learning.
Oh my god, this thing is like your velociraptor.
So alongside the small edible, I
Clever
walk into
girl.
a room.
Alright.
I
16 for vehicle.
Okay.
I close my respirator temporarily
You open the door.
and open the door.
Behind the door is a blank wall.
Runs as fast as a chicken.
By touching the door, do I activate the gas? If there is
Yes,
any,
there is a spray of gas that shoots into your face.
hits my respirator.
Yeah.
I wait for it to clear, and then I open the respirator again.
And Fussy Britches explains, you see there's actually two secret doors here. There's one that's in the doorway that moves forward, and then there's the front doors, which open when the gas goes off, and sure enough, the wall parts. Now, what's supposed to come down here is a Juggernaut, but since everything keeps getting replaced, I have no idea what's in here. And you start hearing just scratching.
Like a skittering noise?
Yeah,
Or
like
like
a skittering
Like
noise.
rats.
Ants.
Just one says skittering noise.
Giant fucking
Yeah.
spider.
Okay,
you, Tyler.
Tyler's got it. It's got Foley going.
Yeah.
And then
Foley.
you see something emerge from the darkness, a creature with a strange insect designed kind of body with a large front head.
Oh,
But it's only
no.
about this big. And
That's too big for me.
I don't like it.
I put down my hand so the small edible may jump on it.
I'm on a chicken.
Davis 123. And this creature, by the way, thank you, Tooth Fairy Studio. This is your picture. All of the
Nice.
pictures belong to Wizards of the Coast or their respective copyright holders. You're the only custom picture we have in here. Just wanted to give you a proper shout out.
Nice.
Fuck is
And
that?
this creature
Damn.
skitters along the ceiling, looks down at all of you, and just goes, and a bulb shoots out of its mouth. Everyone roll. This is going to be a surprise action.
It has fucking people teeth.
That's horrid.
That's what I'm stuck on. Is the people
What the
Oh.
fuck is
Okay,
that?
I've
That's a
gotta
Xenomorph
say,
Pikachu.
I love that picture, but it is creepy as fuck.
This
Yeah.
is reflex.
It's not mine.
Yes.
It's Tooth Fairy Studio.
Hold on.
All credit goes to
It's,
them.
it's reflex.
Reflex?
Yeah, reflex save for half of what's about to happen.
7 shades
Oh,
of
no.
no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna send them a complaint.
Oh no.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I rolled a
28.
Yeah, the contact.
I rolled a
thing on
nat
the
20, so
webpage is like,
29.
what the fuck?
I'm
21.
Very reflexive.
The one time.
Maybe.
So you're
Oh.
reflexive
Hey!
here.
I'm upgrading that to 8 shades of nope.
Mike,
Was it 5?
these slow boys both got
It was
20s.
seven.
Cool.
Sorry,
Got
21s.
to 8.
I looked closer.
I have to say, I enjoy Xena
See?
Chew. That's a good.
So
I just want to say the D20 Live crew rolled 1, 2, 3 nat 20s.
Yay.
I rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a 5.
My dice said
So-
fuck.
Wait, I thought it was just you and I in the room.
And
a chicken.
He said everyone needs to do the
A
reflex.
separate
Okay.
So it's
door
probably
it's a
open,
Pikachu.
like
It just
a
it
splash
just hit it.
pad.
It probably just did a splash.
So it just jumps in the air, and you two realize what it's doing. It's lining everyone up for one shot,
Oh.
and a bolt of lightning shoots out from the second mouth that's in its mouth.
Nice.
second mouth.
I'm so into that.
That's awesome.
Who got more than a than a 15 to dodge it?
I got a 14.
I got 28.
Okay, you guys only took 10 damage.
Oh no.
Everyone else took 15.
Are you
Clive,
dead?
we'll deal with you. We'll deal with you. Don't worry.
We can rebuild them. It's
What was
okay.
your reflex roll, dude?
Huh?
What was your reflex roll?
My reflex roll was 28.
Oh, you're fine. Oh,
Okay.
well, you still
No,
get
you
hit.
said we took 10 damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
sorry.
don't have, yeah,
that was my
you're out of the
initiative.
way. You're too small. You got out of the way. We'll say
Okay.
you have effectively evasion. because of the
Okay.
How
rage
many
will die
hit
really
points
fast.
do you have?
14
Yeah, I
was
just
my
realized I have
initiative.
no idea what my
What?
HP is.
14 was my initiative because you
I'm
called
not
for
a
that.
fighter.
Sorry, reflex.
Oh,
Okay.
thank goodness.
You're fine.
I am GG.
I'm not.
I'm not, probably.
I want to point out
18.
the difference in our hit
Easily
points.
evade and take half damage, which is 10.
Just roll away.
Yeah. So, Dom, just write down that you have evasion, and if you get half
Okay.
damage, you don't take full.
I'll need to do the Macarena in order to do that, but it'll take me a minute.
There you go.
That was more than half of my hit points.
I'm
I
more
am
than
So
half
does
my
does the
points.
chat like the things I'm adding to the tomb?
They're horrified.
What's the tomb of
I'll take
horrors?
that as a yes.
Yeah, they
It's
were. They're all
spooky.
over this right now.
So
Oh,
now we call
but,
for initiative.
It was that lightning, by the way?
Lightning bolt.
Elemental lightning?
Yeah.
I take it to the face and nothing
Oh.
happens.
Okay. Wait, what? Are
You
you?
made, you made me immune to all elemental
You made
damage
yourself
sources.
immune to lightning.
Yes.
But no, this isn't elemental lightning. This is magic lightning because it's a magic spell.
Oh, that's okay.
You
Well,
just have
that's
to,
why
you
I
have to
asked.
specify.
You didn't specify.
Because it's a Pokemon and a Pokemon's attack is technically a magic attack for the purposes of conversion. This
Okay.
is a magic attack, so
Not an elemental
Yeah.
attack. Okay.
So let me,
never mind.
just so I make sure I'm caught up, I took 10 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at 8 now.
So, let us
Yikes.
continue with
Not
a new
into
initiative
that.
order from everyone because we now have a horrible thing.
Oh, wow.
9.
Worse. Hang on. Are you sure? Because I've got a 4.
Oh, he rolled a 1.
I'm cuter.
Okay, who got the lowest?
go
4,
first.
Dave? Or is it you?
4.
4.
But I go before Tom
5.
because I declared being
Tom
cute
also
makes
got
you faster.
And being red.
Yes.
Who got the highest after that?
28.
That's
Way higher.
I don't
5.
think that's the
I
highest.
have 5.
No.
We're counting up, Dom. We're
I
counting up.
had 9.
Oh.
Devin has 9.
Shoot, I also have 5.
Beth has 5. That's okay.
Go slow mage bros.
16?
16.
Slow. Painfully. hurt.
26.
26.
Yeah. Yeah, shortcut.
Yeah, I'm not going slow.
I got.
Dom,
Get
what'd you
a
get?
portal to
28.
speed yourself
Dom
up
got
a
28?
whole lot.
And
that
we're missing
portal
Jordan?
Punch him in the face.
Oh, Dom.
Whose initiative didn't I get? Jordan?
I got 20. I got 17.
17.
I have evasion.
It's called an inertia attack.
Did
Yep.
you evade off of the chicken or with the chicken?
Also, just breaks all of the bones in your arm.
Okay.
Grab those feathers. and
That's
was
why I
like,
always feel
Oh, no, I probably
speedsters
would've
who
jumped
also
off
have
'cause
super
All right,
strength.
first up,
are
Dom.
The best
What are you doing?
users.
Okay, well, I got off the chicken.
Yep.
Because I know that she's going to want to use it. And there's nothing else in the room except the door and the creature.
Yeah. Well, add that in the what you was because you're still technically in the gargoyle room, and this is a hallway you found.
Right. Okay. You know what? I'm going to run as fast as I can away from the rest of the party and then hide in plain sight.
Cool. Make your stealth roll, and we're gonna move on. Sam, your go.
Because
Okay.
you're a gingerbread man.
he's a gingerbread boy.
Fast as you can.
All right.
Did my chicken get
Cool.
hit because he was riding it and he jumped off the chicken? High, low. High.
15.
He evaded it. Okay.
15 to stealth.
Cool.
Cool.
Do you want some added character suggestions?
I want to teleport behind the chicken. No, sorry, not the chicken. Behind the Xenachu.
I'm able to distract. That's about
Because I don't want to grapple it because that's terrifying. But
It's up to you. You just want to teleport behind it?
I'm gonna teleport behind it and kick it.
Okay, go ahead.
Just saw your hit points.
I hope
I
you
don't
This
don't
is
like
why
those
whenever he
boots.
said 10 damage, Dom's jaw dropped.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
What's my to hit? I don't remember.
Should be your melee attack bonus.
Melee attack bonus? Okay, that's a 22.
You miss.
I
He's very
missed.
small.
Oh, dang.
Moving on to the next person, which is the creature.
Cool.
It turns and looks at you, Shortcut.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
It's going to use quick
Cool, cool,
attack,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
which is really just it clawing you.
Uh-oh.
Quickly.
It as you kick and you kind of teleport and you're in the air above it, and as you're falling, you kick it, you miss because you're falling. It lunges at you, claws out, rakes over your head, just barely cuts your hair, and lands and hisses at you angrily.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Next
like
up in
the
the initiative
idea of a
order,
Pikachu
Jordan.
hissing in general.
I am going to
You mean a Pikachu with 2 mouths?
quick draw.
Hissing at you?
Ivory
Yeah.
Danger. It just kind of appears in my
like it.
hand.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attempt to shoot this horrible fucking nightmare creature.
Quippy one-liner, quippy one-liner.
Well, I rolled a 19 plus range bonus of 11, so 30.
You easily hit it. Do your damage as your gun blows up in your hand.
So for my quippy one-liner, I'm just going to scream incoherently because it's a nightmare. And I shoot. So 2d6 minus 3.
And
I
like a
got
true sir.
3 damage.
Your bullet easily shoots into the creature, and you see its blood dripping on the floor and start eroding the ground.
Fun. My gun explodes in my head.
Yeah, but it doesn't do you any harm.
Ah, damn it.
And like a
Next
true
up in
sir,
the
he has his
initiative
dice
order,
handed to him.
Nicole, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to blast it with my laser.
Go ahead.
Pew pew, motherfucker.
Ooh.
Pew pew that Pikachu.
That was a 4.
A 4?
Totally.
Hang on, you got ranged attack bonus plus 15.
Oh, okay, so 19.
All right, you still miss though.
Dang.
So this lance of light shoots out from the chest of this armor and down the hall. And what?
No, her fucking tray was sideways. I was
Okay.
giving her shit about
And
it.
just shoots down the hall, illuminating it. And we continue on.
Did we see any other spooky, scary horrors and tricks and traps down that hall?
Maybe.
Excellent.
Did anyone want to roll perception to see if they saw anything down there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm too busy being traumatized for life, so I'm good.
That's 2 in a row.
13.
What?
Nat 20.
Wow.
Jesus. Devin,
Yep.
your sensors are picking up movement.
How big? How many?
Oh, same size, but let's say more than 10.
Oh,
Time to go. Time to go.
There are 10. There are 10.
no.
There are 10 of these creatures down this hallway, and I give a distance.
fucking run!
At least you got 30. 30
Are they
to
the
50
exact
feet.
same creatures, or are
They
they?
are the same size.
I'm imagining from Detective Pikachu all of the Bulbasaurs, but horrifying.
Now remember, Fussy Birch did tell you there was a secret passage in the side of the door that you could escape through.
Let's
Let's get out of
That
here.
sounds like a plan.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Whose turn
I
is it?
scan around for any breaks in the rock.
You see him.
And actually, well, he would be better
Well,
at it.
yeah, he would be.
Search for secret doors. You're better at it than
on
I
my
would be.
turn, sure.
On his turn, he
Oh
will.
yeah. Oh yeah, because we're still in initiative.
So next up, Nicole, Devin.
Free action. I look for. Can I make awareness to look for?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, 18.
You spot it, but it looks like it's latched in some way. You'll need his help to get it open.
Okay. All right.
Moving on, Scott.
That's a free action. Looking at something.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm being
yeah,
very
go ahead.
handsy.
How small is it?
It'll just barely accommodate you.
No. I mean the creature.
Oh,
Sorry.
Bleh.
Oh, so
Small dog size?
Yeah.
Small dog size.
grapple.
Go ahead, make your melee attack roll.
Oh.
32.
Shit. Okay, you got it.
Okay.
Now that you have it.
Oh, you
oh,
pushed it like
no.
a juice box.
Better hope for not acid blood.
Okay, let's say 2d6.
I close my respirator and I start crushing it
Like
between
a
my
gusher.
hands.
Don't call it that.
You guys remember those peacock
Shrink
shoes?
will see
Yes,
you
I
pull this
do.
off.
And oh no.
You can watch all its
Oh,
weird
man.
human teeth fly out.
23.
All right, you begin to crush it, and you easily do so. But as you do, the acid begins eating away at your armor and dissolving it. And as you crush and snap its neck. Devin,
Yep.
the armor on your hands is melting away completely.
You're like,
I look at it, it's like-
shit.
I turn around and spit on the
And
opposite
now
side.
it's touching
Yeah.
your hands, and it's burning your hands.
I spit out my
Devin.
own I spit out my own acid out of my
Yeah.
respirator, and use it as something to actually clean my hands.
Okay.
So
Never would've
acid
thought of that.
spits out, and I start cleaning it.
Yep.
So
Easy
his hands
so.
are covered in water and salt.
Yeah.
You
That's
are
so
full of surprises.
Horrifying.
So yeah,
'Cause he
now
doesn't have a
your bare
jaw.
hands are exposed to the air.
Yeah, so it's just his throat being like.
It's just his
That can be
throat
fixed.
going. "Bleh."
I have poison glands in my throat.
Excellent.
Space Marines are a horror show.
Yeah.
Just
This whole fucking place is a horror
top to
show.
bottom.
So you can just hear numerous pika pika pika. pika.
Get
And I
outta here.
point. I turn. It's like small edible there.
Thievery roll, Dom.
There.
On his
Thievery
turn.
roll to get in there.
Thievery.
No,
I run over.
The immediate combat's over.
Ah,
I close the door.
That looks like an 18.
Well, if you close the door, you close the door to where he is.
yeah.
Oh,
He said it's on the inside of the door.
23.
on the side. Yeah.
23. You easily pop it open so everyone can escape through.
Sorry, we're gonna be. Run!
so
Mike, I create a ward behind us and have a ban of no Pikachus. Pardon. No
Xenochoose.
Xenochoose.
No Xenochus.
You guys pass through a section of cave that somehow is able to accommodate each of you, despite the fact that it is a. What's your roll?
It was 20.
Cool.
Let me back on the chicken.
Despite the fact that for each of you it just rubs up against your shoulders, even you, Clive.
Oh.
Are we
So
in
it
like a-
accommodates to fit me, but shrinks to fit him.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's
we in a
or that's
thing?
just your experience at least.
Yeah.
If you go through it.
I super hate this.
And just as you
Guy?
can barely bear it, through a couple of bends, you arrive at a new passage. And once again, just as you break through this passage, that sound hits again, which I won't try to do a sound effect thereof. How dare you shame that sound?
I thought we weren't doing ASMR time.
He's doing it to himself.
And there is a door in front of you.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm
well,
not
how big
opening
is
it
the
this
room that
time.
we're in?
It should be a 5 foot by 5 foot passage, 5 foot by 30 foot passage. It just barely accommodates
All right, I have the solution for this because you don't want to go through that door again, do you?
Uh,
You're good? Okay, so I'm going to kick the door. I'll try to kick it open and then run the opposite direction as fast as I possibly can.
Okay. Yeah, sounds about right.
Excellent.
I'm going to be kind of stuck
I
in the back because
recommend
this hallway
healing
doesn't accommodate
first.
me unless I'm
Yeah, 'cause
walking
I-
sideways.
Can we get healed? Because a lot of us got hurt a lot bad.
No,
Can someone make
we don't
him
play
some
healers in this.
new hands?
Does anyone want to stop and take a quick heal moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Mechanicus, do you have spare parts?
do
And
spare
you see like a
hands?
completely acid burnt palm.
I mean, like I can probably just tear parts off of mine, realistically.
Or you could ask her to matter convert.
Yeah.
Hey,
If
can
parts
you
of the
tell
wall.
me what to make, I can try to make
I
it.
just need sheet metal.
I
Just a sheet of metal. Are you very specific about your metal?
Oh, he is.
I need ceramite Mark 6.
Ceramite Mark 6. Do you know what that is?
Describe
It
the
is,
I
a,
don't
metal.
know what
it is a
that is.
combination of cement, plasteel, and I'm not too sure. But the other 5.
and
Dave,
something else.
I'm going to need you to prep S118 when you're.
There's some
doing
Yeah,
that.
ceramic
go for
in
it.
there.
See
There's
if
some
you make
ceramic
this.
in there too.
I will be able
I'm
to
gonna
tell you
just
the exact.
throw. I'm gonna
Oh,
just.
yeah,
cement
you
piece
could
of it.
probably
I will
figure
be
it out.
able to tell you the exact composition. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no cement in there.
I know it's I don't know,
Cement.
whatever.
Yes,
No,
cement.
It's ceramic and
ceramic,
It's actually
ceramic
just bubble
plasteel.
wrap.
I take a
Just bubble
small
wrap on
piece
the
off,
inside.
and
Made of
I
chocolate
begin whipping out like a
Examine.
small
Just
you
remember,
know,
you get what you pay
portable,
for.
portable alchemy kit.
Can we put this on the
Just
table?
Bunsen
please?
burner, analyze. It's
Oh,
like,
wait.
okay, here is the chemical composition.
Cool.
I
There's raisins in
Roll.
Ooh,
my
my voice
raisins
cracked
alone.
too.
here.
Da-ba-da-ba-bum-ba-dum-bum.
everything
That
the raisin
is
touches is
a
contaminated.
28.
Tyler.
Cool. 28's fine.
Yeah, easy.
Okay. Cool. Do I need to roll to fix it, or can
Here
I
are
just
some
go?
hands.
Make a technology roll just to do it.
Okay.
If anyone has profession
I'm going
doctor,
to.
they can roll to help
I'm going
heal the
to
party.
assist.
Hmm?
I'm going to assist her.
Sure.
Why can't
Make your
I-
assist roll with technology.
What are you
Is there a
looking for?
first aid roll?
16.
If anyone has profession doctor, that's the only
21.
21?
Sorry,
Who are you-
23.
23? Okay. Anyone who took damage, roll 1d6 and regain that much health.
That's not nearly enough.
Well, Mike wouldn't let
Wait,
me have
what's
access
the
to
code?
life.
What?
I got one.
I only got one.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, all right, I'll take that.
What you
That's
got?
okay.
Can someone throw me?
All right.
Can someone throw me a d6?
Yeah, here.
I'm
Oh,
not
thank
throwing
you.
them over there. They're gonna get lost.
Or
Get
eaten.
trapped.
6.
Yay, we both
In
got
the
six.
Cronenberg, that is that
Sweet.
couch right now.
Could
It's
put
just
this somewhere
limbs
else
and
'cause it's
people.
melting on my leg.
How's everyone enjoying my little
No.
creation?
Do we have
The
negative
raisins in here
hit points
too.
as well?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
No, it's
Ooh, pass back the
delicious.
thing
It's
with
just
peaches.
melting off my leg.
You have negative hit points equal to your con
Yeah,
score.
take that. It's
Okay.
offensive to me.
It is a playground of your imagination, and I
It
am
is.
horrified.
Thank you.
Is it because
So
there's
to
get
heal
worse.
everyone, I just reach into the wall and pull out a medical kit.
excellent?
Fuck yeah!
Actually, sorry, since you have the medical kit, 1d6 plus 4. So add 4 to
You're
you.
welcome.
Yay.
Wait. Oh, plus 1d4?
1d6 plus 4.
Oh, plus
Oh,
4.
so-
Sweet, I'm fully healed!
Cool.
I'm not, but okay.
We're getting there.
Phoebe,
Hey,
1d6
I'm
plus
not.
I have space magic. I can hide shit in there.
There you go.
Phoebe,
I
with
get
your
it.
matter magic, I have to ask:
I am more important.
would you
than
be able to make some candy armor for me?
I can
So
try.
you say.
It would need to be made of some sort of very, very tough material, like chocolate bark or
Jawbreakers.
Fondant.
jawbreakers. Jawbreakers might be too
Could
heavy
I
for me.
recommend
It needs to be
something
light on my
Yeah,
feet.
make it out of fondant. It's like the sheetrock of
Yeah,
candy.
okay. I'll
No,
make,
can I
what do
recommend
make?
something different?
What's up?
Toffee.
Oh.
It has give.
But it gets soft.
Yes, but it's gonna hold you together.
So,
What about peanut butter?
who wants to open the door?
Can I open the
Making
door?
Little armor? Excuse you.
Heinrich von Goblin.
Please
I'm
don't
trying
kill
to
me.
move
We are doing
forward.
important things.
We are metaing the shit out of this encounter right now.
If you choose one of those, I'll make it.
What about peanut brittle?
What would be the? I can't believe I'm asking you this.
Highest armor class of candy?
Yeah.
How the fuck should I know?
You
It's
allowed
your- it'll
game.
literally be whatever substance you want it to be. Her craft will determine how much armor class you get.
How about all of the above?
It's a blade of
Just make it
Make
a little
it-
Franken
Make it
armor.
really intricate.
Toffee pop
Okay.
rocks jawbreakers.
Let's try this.
It's got like
What?
elven
21.
candy armor.
21?
Maybe some of the creatures will be
Lambus
allergic
armor.
to peanuts.
Yes. Plus 5 to your defense, Dom?
Plus 5 to my defense.
Hell yeah, he's got a
Nice.
defense score now.
Nice.
It sounded like
It's fun.
Also, Mike,
You might survive
considering how
falling down
much
more than 2
we've
stairs.
been going through, I'm putting up my
Strong
armor.
breeze.
Melee defense, right?
Probably both.
Melee defense.
Melee defense and range defense. It's armor. It works
Okay,
well.
so now I'm at 31 melee defense.
What the fuck? No, wait.
So,
Is
Mike,
it stale?
that's a
Can I get
33
candy?
magic.
I want candy
That's a
armor.
33
Except
magic
I'm just
for
like
my
suckling
space
on the
armor.
collar.
Okay, you'll have
29
plus 2.
range defense.
Sorry. Plus 4.
I'd say 5 with that roll.
I need
He's
more
smaller,
candy
took
armor. I've
less.
eaten mine.
Good point.
What?
Darn it, we're having a rules
Oh,
debate.
okay.
Oh my god. We're having a great time, by the
If
way.
we get hungry, can I
glad
just
everyone's having a
make
good
us
time.
food?
I
How's
hope
the
so.
chat? Is the
I
chat
would
suitably
assume-
beside themselves?
I have no idea how the chat is doing. Tyler, do you know? Okay.
Good. Just
thank
the way we
goodness.
like it.
I hope you're all enjoying yourselves.
I am. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
we
figure out how to
took
let.
time to make our
We're
candy
just trying
armor.
to. Jordan and I are trying to like kit bash how I work and whether I could give any of my stuff to other people.
The answer is no.
Yes.
Not really.
If you don't want to
Power
open the door,
source.
I'll open the door.
I've
Is
already
that
done
okay?
it
Okay.
recklessly and with no regard to anyone else's safety.
As you open the door, Jordan, I need you to make a will save.
Oh crap!
Sorry, fortitude save.
No!
I was going to
It's even
say,
worse.
of
My
all of
will
us,
save
Robin
is
Schlaben
much
has no
better.
willpower.
Fortitude. Well, it was nice
Here
knowing
come
you
the
guys.
elephants.
Here come the elephant.
Maybe. That's a 13. 17?
You feel immediately panicked. You start screaming in terror.
Oh, I was already there.
This
So
is
we're not
nothing
even-
new.
My mood has not changed.
So no one has noticed the difference.
So I
None
kicked
of
the
us
door
are
open.
concerned.
I ran screaming the other way on purpose.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing it by accident. The result is the same.
Yeah. So you, for anyone who has special sensors in their systems, you can see that there's a puff of, a wall of gas actually that's just kind of barring the way in.
And you watch me run away, literally like Kermit the Frog, with my arms in the air, just waving.
Mike, magic 19. Calm him the fuck down.
What are you using?
Magic.
What
Mind.
type of magic? Mind. Okay, go ahead. Well, it's not a mind thing. It's a chemical. So
Oh,
it's
I
just
know.
fortitude.
Use Mage Hand and give him a scalp massage.
So for
Purr like a
about
kitten.
for solid, let's say, 10 minutes, You just see Goblin Schlobbin running around screaming, ah, trying to crawl back in the hole where the xenomorphs were, and you dragging him back out.
I enter the room and just
sobbing
kind
as
of
I'm
peek my
dragged
head
by
in, and
like
I'm
a
trying to do
foot.
it stealthily.
I grab you and
As
pull
you
you
go
back.
in, make a stealth roll.
Oh my god. Oh, the
kinda
crazy
funny to go
green
first.
this is fear gas.
This place is so dirty.
You're not afraid of anything in here. It's so dirty.
12.
This is disgusting.
And at 10 minutes and
12?
1 second,
12.
you're like,
All right. You make your way down a set of steps, and the gas gets so thick you can feel it permeating your gingerbread hide.
Oh. Ew. Gingerbread hide. I don't like that
Like it's
description
moist.
at all.
Like it's a little moist, and you realize,
Oh, fuck that shit. I'm not. No.
yeah. But it actually stops after you go deep enough into it, and you're in a room. Now, do you want to keep going in this room, or do you want to go back and get people and tell them that if they keep their eyes and mouth shut, they can get through?
I'd like to go back and see if someone can conjure me a plastic fucking bag to walk around in.
Okay.
I have a lore question
Yeah.
regarding the
Sandwich
gingerbread
bag?
boy.
Yeah.
Does he live in a gingerbread house?
And is that house made of his
Are you about
flesh?
to ask me that?
Screams. He screams, for he does not know.
When he started, the house stops. Are you the
Paradigm
house when you're in it?
is the house you when you're away?
Okay, so this was a
What
real
happened to my
question. I'm
parents?
waiting for an answer.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on from this silliness. So, do you tell the group what you found?
Yes, I do. Phoebe, can you conjure me a bag while I tell you this? So
a bag, whatever.
There's like a gas, and then there's a room at the bottom of these steps. So we may need respirators for people.
So you did not conjure a bag.
It's a 14.
Not a
needs
bag,
a
but
A
breathing
section
bag
of
over his
thin,
head.
you've conjured a bowl of
He
stone.
needs a breathing bag over his head.
Bowl is the exact opposite of what I wanted.
Well, it's the shape you wanted it in, but it's made of stone.
I'm still learning.
Give it to the cookie.
I don't have a teacher or anything. I'm just I'm winging it.
How about
She is
something
an
slightly
unsanctioned
more
psyker.
complicated? Can you make a
She's learning.
chicken gas mask?
I will
Mike-
try to make a chicken
Yeah.
gas
Like
My
a
mask.
character's
World
gonna
War
shoot his
II
lightning gun
issue chicken
at the
gas
fog.
mask.
Does the electricity have any effect?
You actually see in the
idea.
distance in the fog.
You make him a
you
falconer's
see,
cap.
spider webs light up and
that's
burn
So
away.
did you say in the fog?
Yeah, because you could just see like it catches on something that appears to be spider webs, and they burn away. And you can hear someone from deep in there going, "Could you fucking not?"
The gas has personality.
Hello?
How many things
Well,
live
as
in
long
here?
as you
And
don't
like
try
I
and
can't
kill us
sense
when we
anything
enter.
else.
Is it
And at that point,
unionized?
just Fussybird just kind of looks up and goes, "We're in the false lich's tomb. That's where we are."
Okay, and who is this false lich?
Yeah, go
A Serac made several fake rooms to make you think it was his room.
I see.
This is one of them.
So we will be basically fighting a
I
clone.
like these.
Well, he's actually not undead. He's
He is
just
cute.
a golem that's been repurposed. But
So in essence, yes, a copy of him.
if it is him, he doesn't. He can talk. I mean, I don't know. He could be different. I don't know.
Maybe we could get him to help us. He can't be very happy about the crazy shit going on around here. I mean, really? You know?
Who says he is aware?
I mean, well, he's mad at us for being loud, so I'm assuming he's aware.
No, he's mad because I shot lightning into his room.
Well, still.
They look like the blue sky. During the day.
Let's go for it. Hello down there.
They look like
Hello,
the best dice. I love
And what's your name?
Tim. You shouldn't be that happy.
Would I know Tim?
You,
From
Jordan
Warcraft.
knows Tim.
No, I obviously, but would I?
No,
personally-
you've never met him.
It's like, hello, Tim. What are you doing in this creepy dungeon?
Guard duty. Can I assume all of you are standing relatively close together in the
No.
hall?
No, we're all very,
I'm gonna put up.
not at all. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna put up a portal
You fucking
right in front of
weirdo.
this door now.
You just hear him starting to chant, "Darkness beyond twilight,
Oh come
crimson beyond
on!
blood that flows,
Put a portal in front of his
fuck
face.
off.
So
I
that
don't
if he
like
tries
your
to do
poetry.
anything-
buried in the flow of time,
Mike,
in thy great yes."
mine 25. He's my friend now.
His will say versus yours.
Pass me a peach.
Pass me a peach.
Oh, it tastes like raisin.
Nat 20, Scott.
Put up a portal in front of this.
One mage versus
Put up a
another.
portal like in front of the door.
Buried in the
and
flow
other
of
one behind
time.
him.
In thy great
can't
name,
see
I
him,
pledge
that's the
myself to
problem.
darkness. Anyone can interrupt this action.
Can someone help me?
What do you need help with?
I pull out
Devin.
Lion's Roar.
Devin.
I pull out Lion's Roar and I just shoot down all the sonic damage, vibrating down there.
I would like to football spin throw my chicken.
You mean spiral the chicken? Though?
Yeah,
Let the full
spiral
suit.
throw.
Stop it! Fuck! Stop it! Oh!
Then he gets a chicken to the face.
You said it was temporary.
Roll 1d6 for what chicken it was.
Yes.
Tim, behave yourself.
That's another 6. Normal. So that's 6 damage for 5 turns.
Oh, those
So all
ones
you
perfect.
hear is the sound of first this huge, massive sonic shockwave, and then someone screaming as a bunch of chickens proceed to attack him.
Little tiny portals just open up all
Yeah.
around him, kind of like shortcuts portals, except instead of people
It's for chickens.
things, it just cuckoos just.
Devin, how much damage does your sonic do?
3d6 sonic damage, DC 15 to avoid stunning you.
Okay.
Now, if we've ever
What was
made that
Dave,
horrible
what was
mistake.
your
Yes.
Dave, and how much damage did you do total?
6.
So 6 times 5.
30. Okay.
14 damage, DC 15 stun.
Oh my God, 30 damage with chickens.
Yeah.
Have you ever like met a chicken? Those things are mean. I love them.
So
Can I
just
take
after
another-
all this cacophony of violence, yes.
Can I take another shot at him?
Well, hang on.
Okay.
Because you already did an action. Does anyone else want to do an action around this?
No, I'm confused.
Lightning gun.
Go ahead, make a roll.
We're gonna kill
See if you
him.
hit
They're gonna murder him. We haven't even seen
He'll be
him.
like, "Hi, I'm Tim."
Or are you standing at the bottom of the stairs, Tim? You dummy.
Why are you casting ritual magic, Tim?
24 to hit yourself, Tim.
You'll easily hit him. Do your damage. Yeah.
Oh, Tim.
When he shoots his lightning, can I see down the hall?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Can I see
8
Tim?
lightning.
8 lightning.
Teleport Tim in front of us.
I was going to teleport all of us back there.
Also works.
We're like behind him.
Yeah.
You just see this guy
Oh,
sitting on a
Tim.
couch, kind of done up in bandages. He's just like, as chickens attack him.
Tim's having a bad retirement.
S118, Dave.
That's what the false lich looks like, dude.
It's what a Sararak has done to you.
Oh, that's true.
Also, I regret.
Put on this
I don't
ridiculous
regret.
costume. All right.
But he seems to still be alive.
Fuck.
So, do you want me to teleport us
Yeah.
there or teleport
Yes.
him there?
No,
Us
no.
him here.
Us to
Us
him.
them? Okay, sure. I'll make
We'll
a
circle
portal.
him.
That gets us past the gas.
Yeah, I'll make a portal on the floor so that way everyone can jump in, and a portal behind him.
Okay.
So, they
So
can
you just
jump
see
out.
Tim. You all come into this room and see Tim on his couch.
Just chilling.
And he's just
What
dusting
a
himself off. Mop.
Tim.
Mop. What? Mop.
Oh, that's Sonic.
Oh, shit. Darkness beyond twilight, crimson beyond blood.
No,
Attack,
I
attack.
wrote. Stop moving. Stop it. Stop it. Stop right now. Stop it.
What?
If you say anything that resembles a spell, anything that even sounds like poetry, I swear to God, I'll have Elias shoot you until he gets bored. Stop it.
What?
I have a lot of patience.
I can't hear you.
Punch him in the face. Get our point across.
Mike, mine 30. He can now hear us through his mind.
Okay.
My chicken's just kind of putzering back to me, and then I like a soccer ball. I put my foot underneath him and just go whoop and into my arms.
If you can telepathically understand this, all I do is make an angry face at him, and he just hears fart noises.
And from me, I'm showing him all the beautiful images of the candy and happiness and rainbows.
That's what's in his brain.
For me, I'm going to quote SpongeBob and do the, "At least I'm safe inside my mind."
Are you
And I just I'm gonna make the sound of a drill, but like there's no rhyme or reason and there's no rhythm. It's
Is anyone actually going to talk to Tim in the middle of all of this?
Well, we don't know what he's done, so he's probably the only one who could talk.
Okay. Tim, I can get them to stop if you start talking to me. Because this only gets worse.
it only gets more.
what do you want?
Cool. Where's the Sararak?
Not here. I'll give you a hint. It's at the center of everything, and it's got a broken ring around it.
Yeah, I thought we already knew that.
No,
What the hell
Are
do
you talking
people
about the
want with this
Disco
place
Mountain?
anyway? And who are you people? I don't know how good my impression of your character is.
No, you're doing good.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
doing
good.
You're doing good.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How much further in for the stone?
What stone?
the Stone of True Resurrection.
There's a Stone of True Resurrection in here? Is that what you're here for?
I turn on my Auspex, realize he's dead. There's no heartbeat to register. So like, okay, can't tell if he's lying. Psyker, can you tell if this one lies when it speaks?
And Fussy Bridge is like, stop telling him anything. What if a Serac can hear him?
Wait.
Fuck you, a Serac!
If he's alive again, is he like under any kind of spell right now? Like, is it a good idea to like maybe try to bring him back to life?
Do you want to try and do that?
Or at least tell whether he's under a spell.
I really want to bring him back to life.
I hope he just immediately eats the cookie. Goodbye, gingerbread.
Hey, I got a
man.
bunch of hands up. Dave, what did you want to do?
Telepathically, like with the rest of them, I'm just imagining me burying my face in the belly of Fussy Brisket.
Jordan, did you have anything you wanted to do, or was there anyone else who had their hands up?
Dave.
No, I'm
Love that cat.
I don't know what's
here.
happening. I'm so out of my element here. It's unreal.
It happens. So are you going to try and bring Tim back to life?
Yes.
All right.
Hold this.
My God.
DC is
Hold
really
my
high.
cauldron.
This is a very unusual game we're
Hold my
having.
cauldron. I got witch shit to do.
Did you anticipate this?
No, I didn't.
Slap your hands together like
I
Mr.
didn't expect
Miyagi.
this either.
Coming for you.
I really want this to work.
Okie dokie.
I don't.
Let's go.
It's gonna be awful for him. He hasn't.
No one. I kill him more.
So you just kind of see him, because he's there in mummy bandages, and he's trying to understand what's going on. All of a sudden, you just see him, like a snap, and he withers considerably. And then he's just like, and just as he does that, yeah, you kind of instantly kill him. And he just kind of says, "So what is it?" And he just does.
Oh my God!
Nice.
Jesus Christ, Beth! Aim away from face.
You killed Tim. You killed my
Phoebe.
Shakespearean tragedy.
Do
Phoebe!
you want the ring back?
Phoebe! For the love of Christ. Warn me next time you're going to kill someone so I'm not in their head at the same time.
Oh yeah, you would have felt that.
I
whole
mean,
thing.
What were his last thoughts?
I think it was close to what the fuck.
wait,
Also
what?
a bit of mop,
It was
mop.
pretty much
Mop.
the opposite of what I meant to do. My bad.
You just see Fussy Britches looking actually really frustrated, and she says, "Listen, just so you know," and the room begins to start shaking. She's like, "No, it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's just cats bouncing along the ground.
I grabbed the
fake.
cat.
It's fake," and rocks start falling around each of you. It's fake. It's all fake. It's supposed to be fake. Can we get out of here?
Just tell us you want to leave.
Are we up? Okay. So as you are all escorting Fussy Britches out
Well,
of
hold on.
this
I-
particular section of the tomb,
I checked to see if there's anything of use on the dead body.
she you start inspecting him, and she's just like, "It's fake. It's for the love of it's fake. It's."
There's
Wait, was
nothing
he
here.
fake?
No, he was real, but he didn't have anything of value on him.
Damn it! I'm hoping to redeem myself a little.
And apparently, we are now at halftime. Guys, do you want to keep going, or do you want to take a quick break?
No, quick break to refill.
break.
Yeah.
drinks.
A really quick break?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to keep the
minutes
stream
go.
running. We're going to swap back to the D20 Live logo without the music.
Well, there's only music now.
There's only music now?
Yes.
So we'll put the D20 Live logo back up. We're all going to take a quick bathroom break, and we'll pick up right where we left off.
How about a picture of Fussy Britches?
Or a
No.
picture of Fussy
And the
Britch.
Oh.
We only have the logo
okay.
right
We only have the
now.
logo? Okay.
Don't make it
And
complicated.
we'll see you back in about a hard 10, as long as it takes.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, 15 minutes have passed. Hashtag as long as it takes resumes here at D20 Live, where we go through Infinity's End, also known as the Tomb of Horrors. Tyler, I'd like to move my microphone in a little bit closer because it's way far out.
Please do. Thank you.
Come closer to me, my sweet dear. As you escape the room of the false lich,
Also
go
known
back
as
up the
Mike's
stairs.
horrible mind.
As you escape the room of the false lich and go back up the stairs, you hear that telltale transformation sound again. And when you arrive at the top of the stairs, there is another set of doors.
Who's doing that?
Gigi.
Probably an absolute dick.
Gigi.
Yeah.
Do you think this transformer actually can talk?
Like, it's possible. Has anyone ever talked to a robot before?
All the time.
I've talked to a flower.
I'm just gonna look at the ceiling and be like, "Hello."
There are robot maids.
I've talked to men that were more robot than men.
I think that
Mike,
counts.
I'd like to use my magic.
Go ahead.
Those are,
Why not?
those are horrible.
I'd like to give it a lusty slap in the ass with my magic. Just
I like that it's lusty.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got a flavor too.
23. Can I at least send some mind to this? An intelligence.
The stone's prohibiting that.
Can you tell
your
us?
magic is getting cut off at the boundaries of the rooms, and it has been consistently.
I thought you were gonna say it's dumb. It's like excellent.
No, he too dumb.
Mr.
So,
Can he
Transformer,
add
sir?
charisma instead of intelligence to make it lusty?
No. That's even worse.
Mr. Transformer, sir.
Say, hey,
Can you
big boy,
hear
I'm
us?
inside you.
Oh, hold on. Wait. I have a thing for this. Can I
Okay.
take that for really quickly?
Yeah.
I have, and I don't actually know if this will work, but I have a communication system radio up to 120 feet.
Okay.
Can I communicate with my radio for this?
That would be
tomb?
dang cute.
You don't know. All the stone outside of your rooms is repelling magic. You don't know that it repels radio signals.
Okay, yeah, because this isn't magic. I don't know what magic is. Okay,
Half
I'd
your
like
party
to.
does. It's what like a third of your party does.
It's true.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd like to try that then.
okay.
Would that be technology?
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking.
Do it, greasy gears.
Well, Nicole is checking that. We would like to thank Alexander Johnson 89 for donating $10.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your Johnson.
31.
Not to the fans.
Don't sass
31.
the donators.
You're
he's
warming the
complimenting.
transmission, and you're getting a ping back from somewhere, but you don't know where it is.
And I can't use my headpiece to find out?
You know you're getting the ping back, so you can transmit to this whatever you're pinging,
Okay.
but you have no idea if it'll reply or not.
I'm going to explain to you that I'm getting a... Oh, my God. I'm going to explain to you... I'm supposed to ready for the like intense game.
You're just there, and you're like, hey, he's like,
I'm just basically gonna explain to you what Big just said to us, and that there's a ping and we can try to reply.
I detach some. Yep. I reach onto my arm, pull out a section of my armor.
Excellent.
Transmission device.
Oh, excellent. Okay. I'd like to attach this to.
make a technology roll.
There's like
like
30
five.
souls of psychers
I will
in that
assist.
box
So much
alone.
technology.
I would like to assist.
Go ahead. Make tech rolls to help. Each of you will add a +2 if you
He's
get
on
above 10.
first company. I wouldn't
Can
be-
I get in?
Oh right, I forgot we were sharing.
A 31 to
What are
assist.
engines
That'll
made
add a
of?
plus. Let's say a +5. That wasn't a
Oh,
lot.
no. Yeah.
Okay.
Box
So
left
that would be
closed.
20.
23 to assist.
That'll add a +2.
Okay, so 22.
Okay. Well, he had a +5 as well. So it's
Yeah, you're correct. I rolled a 3.
okay. I'm really glad I bumped your tech stat that high.
I am not a good roller.
So you transmit out. What are you saying?
Excuse me, sir. Is there someone there?
God?
Candy Jesus?
Muffin Man.
You're not getting a reply,
Okay.
but your transmission equipment is telling you that you are successfully transmitting.
Mechanicus, pray to the machine spirit.
You want me to pray to the spirit of the machine? How do you do that? Do you do that in your culture?
I
He sure does.
pull a small oil viscous vial out of a pouch,
Oh, ew.
and I pop the stop and pour it over the transmission device.
Are you too young to know? Maybe that won't work.
I am
14 years old.
Sing the Transformers song. I don't know the Transformers theme
He
as
wouldn't.
a
He
human
wouldn't
being.
know the Transformers theme.
Dang.
Would he know
Ask for
video
help.
killed the radio
we could
star?
ask him to
Ask
stop.
for
And I-
help.
Okay, I ask for help or to stop, whichever one it prefers.
What do you say? It's important.
I recite the litany.
You actually,
Of
as you start
glorification.
preaching the litany, it just starts rumbling. You just feel the room start to rumble and quiver.
Is that like a
It's
good
scared?
rumble or like?
No, more like it's growling.
Okay.
I think maybe we don't like that.
Excuse me, Mr. Big Machine. Can you please help us? We want to put the world back together. I want my friend back. I want my life back. I want to go back to school.
I'll let you pet my chicken.
You can pet our cat.
Here's the thing.
You think it sounds like feedback, but you realize it actually sounds like a frustrated growl.
Oh.
What?
It's more of a dog
Greasy.
person.
Greasy.
Bridges, where do we need to go?
We need to get to the last room, a Sarak's final room.
Can you ask him if we can go there?
Greasy, here's the thing. I don't know much about these Transformers. However, from what I do know about machines, they aren't necessarily motivated by emotion.
Wait, don't the Transformers want the?
They want to roll out?
No,
Well,
there's
there's good
inside it.
Transformers and there's bad Transformers, Nicole. Which one do you think is working the two?
Don't they all want? I don't know Transformers well enough. They want a thing, right?
They want the matrix of leadership. So
That's
that
not what every one of them wants.
Well, how about
No,
this?
but the
How about-
poor
Decepticons
Mike.
do, because
How
then
about
they can
this?
take
This-
away.
I mean, they
thing is,
technically being
people do
held
want a thing.
hostage theoretically because I don't think it wants to be a tomb full of dirt and skeletons, right?
Really hung up on the dirt.
I mean, okay, so
When you
this
put it
thing
that
is
way.
being held prisoner by this man with the gauntlet. So maybe we could appeal to that somehow.
Are you being held prisoner by the man with the gauntlet? Growl once for yes, twice for no. I can sense tremors.
No one binds Triptychon.
Oh, Jesus God, it's Triptychon.
What the fuck is a Triptychon?
I think it's a mall.
If it's not
think it's
bound,
Gen Con.
why
It's a
does it
convention.
leave?
Okay.
It's like
If-
Mall of America?
If you're not bound, why don't you leave?
I never thought of that.
Complicated.
Triptychon doesn't think far.
We have all day.
We have all day. Hashtag until it's finished.
Yeah, we got nowhere to be. Let's hear it.
I think the hashtag
It
is
sounds
as long
more
as it
like
takes.
he's kind of embarrassed that he is actually bound.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you embarrassed? Do you want to talk about it?
Perhaps.
I'm trying to be wholesome, not demeaning.
I know, but you're just making him angrier.
I'm a 14-year-old girl. I don't know what else to do.
Tell him if we go where we need to go, then we'll get out really quick.
If you can take us to where we need to go, we will leave you the fuck alone.
Or we'll help you.
Or we'll help you. Whatever you prefer, honestly.
How about this? We wish to undermine the lich.
We wish to undermine the lich.
You hear the transformation sound? Dave, we're jumping through a lot of rooms, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is,
doing
like,
that.
if-
Dave,
if
I
he's
need
pissed, he's being held hostage.
S133, please.
I don't know if
Then
he's
we,
pissed about it.
well, you probably, and we want to appeal to the fact that we are dicking hard with that lich at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, do you want to jump in and help us screw with him?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
let it to be all
You
over.
want to
Hard
come with us
dicking,
to
yeah.
the Disco Mountain?
Yeah.
Let's
And
go
the
to
doors
Disco Mountain.
shift,
Go fix the
Yeah.
disco out.
and there is now an open passage.
That is some occult level
Wait,
stuff.
would I
Hell
know
yeah.
what the fuck that is?
Seth, get in
Oh,
there.
we're gonna make you both roll magic rolls in a second, but I gotta go to the back of the book.
Thank
I
you.
thought you
Mr.
were going to say the
Triptychon.
bathroom, and I was like,
Yeah.
we just had a break.
You should have thought that before we left the house.
Mike.
Do you want to pet the chicken?
Triptychon. Get out of here.
What?
Just start rubbing the chicken
This
against the
small
walls. Like,
10-foot by 20-foot burial vault has an arched ceiling with a 25-foot peak.
Wow.
There's absolutely nothing in the room. Although, sorry, no. You see a here we
There's
go.
a lot in the room.
This room, sorry, there is no mistaking it now. This room is filled with treasure, weapons, rods, and scrolls. Powerful arcane symbols of necromancy are arranged with mathematical precision on the far wall. Against that far wall is an unmistakable funeral slab, and you can just make out the remains of a person on it. And the room itself is filled with treasure. And you can see Fussy Britches, and she's like, there, on the ground, right there. Get it, that stone right there. And where she's pointing, there are 4 piles of dust surrounded by equipment.
Can you bring those, like, all of that to life for us?
Wait, the dust?
Yeah, like, make it more dust, please, by trying to bring it to life.
Can we focus on getting the stone, please?
Is anyone grabbing that stone on the ground?
Hold on, it's obvious. Wait, no, stop,
Too late.
stop,
I
you
said it. I grabbed
motherfucker.
it.
Yeah.
Tom, you picked it up?
Yep.
Just as you do, the scene changes.
I thought you were gone. I was like, goodbye.
Good job making trouble for us.
I am
Ship disturber to the
You
end.
feel yourself, Dave, I need
Ship
image
disturber to the
S2,
end.
please.
I'm just imagining.
You
Miss
feel
Swan's
yourself being
corpses
pulled
there.
through space and time and find yourself at the top of what was once an impossibly tall spire.
Oh.
It has been cut off from the top, giving you a flat arena. Above you is the ruins of Sigil, shattered beyond repair. Around you is the torn remains of the plains. Nearby is the Penetratus, sitting at the edge of this 30-foot space.
Or what's left of it.
At the center of this maelstrom of chaos is a Sararak, the architect of the end of existence. And he is laughing.
We made it to the disco mountain.
There were weapons and shit in there, and we were like, nah. Going as
Tom?
is.
They're all cursed.
You fucking asshole.
Disco.
I find it amusing.
That's nice.
This is it. 9 bits of flotsam, clinging to life like barnacles on the edge of a boat. Are you visibly tensing up?
No.
Okay.
Counting to 6.
I know what you're doing, Devin. And rather than confront me, rather than face me with what you living call an honorable death, you scurry about my tomb, you ruin my things, in a vain and pathetic attempt at uprising.
To be fair, you're really mean.
Yeah.
You killed all of existence, and you hurt our friend.
Morality doesn't enter into it. What I have done defies morality, defies scope or horror.
You're really mean.
I am ascended.
Maybe
I'm not
he-
here doing hands for children. If you want to say something, just say it.
We don't defy morality.
Fuck you!
I know.
Mr. Asarak,
Use it.
I have a question for you.
Says the cookie.
Weaken him
Since
first.
we're about
Distract
die
him, weaken him. That kind
by
of thing.
your hand,
Mm.
as a
I will
last
distract him.
curiosity,
The stone to the Saker.
who are you mounting? For fuck's sake! Who is the body that you have chosen?
Some dead man.
Well, we
Doesn't
figured
matter.
that out.
He doesn't matter. None of you matter. Nothing you do matters.
Let's step forward
Would you like to pet the chicken?
and don't stop. And look back at you. And just don't stop and charge at him.
Okie dokie.
Stop. The son of the one. What was your Primarch? Primarch? Is that the term? Your Primarch's name. The Lion. Lion L. Johnson. Do I have it right? Your home. Your home is destroyed, is it not? Ruined, shattered, a remain. I can see it in the forefront of your mind. It sits there. It is your focus. It is your nexus. I can go deeper. I can take more from you. I have taken nothing from any of you. You have triumphed over my first move. You can speak now, if you want.
Would you like?
I look at Shortcut.
You know what you have to do.
It's just like I'm whispering to her. can you make a portal that's just behind his back and right in front of my hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Please?
Okay, hang on. Do you want me to thievery it to sneak it? Okay.
That face.
Scott, what are you going to try and do?
I'm going to use my magic to edit myself from his mind.
Okay.
That's a bold move. Let's see if it pays off.
18.
Let's see if it pays off, God.
Nice. Okay.
There we go. That was a 9. Thank
Yep.
you.
Yep.
That is 23.
Nat 20.
Oh, no.
18 to
Let's see if he spots it.
to thievery.
Okay. It doesn't look like he's paying attention. Like he's just walking forward. Yes. Now, how do
Like
you
touch him with the Stone of Resurrection? Touch the body with it.
Now, Psycho.
Did nothing happen?
As long as it takes.
As long as
14 minutes later.
It takes.
I believe it's a speed run.
Todd?
Yes?
You notice the light goes out of the stone,
Okay.
and you just see a Serac turn around and look down at your hand. Flicks it. Your portal stays in the same place. Your hand does not.
Ah.
It goes shooting off your wrist.
Oh.
And he picks up the stone. Was this it? There were weapons in my tomb. There were instruments, and you pick a stone with no
hot right here.
magic in it. Throws it off to his side. Well, I've had enough of this. Yes?
I'd like to slam dunk my chicken through the portal.
We don't just have a stone, we have a
Now here's the
chicken.
thing. He waves his hand in front of all of you. Nothing happens. He goes to do it again, and his hand stops. And Serac's head isn't moving. And you see his right hand, the one without the gauntlet on it, come, reach for his face, and pull the mask off.
It was Old Man Jenkins.
Person, tan skin, beard, dark hair, a little more filled in than mine, no glasses. And you can hear a Serac. First, there's confusion. Then there is frustration, and then there is rage. And the person who is holding the skull begins to crush it. Now, each of you can see this from two different perspectives in time. You see it as it's happening, but it's almost as if you are being allowed to see it as a Serac sees it. And for a Serac, time has slowed down. And every time he flexes his hand a little more, another crack appears in a Serac's skull and his diamonds and his rubies. And you can almost perceive, you can't actually feel it, but you can feel the scope of the pain that he is feeling every time a new crack appears. And just when it should become bearable, another crack appears. And these moments, each one is an infinity of pain unto itself, until, for the rest of you, when time resumes as you perceive it normally, there is nothing but dust. And the figure dusts off his hands. Dave, I'm going to need that gauntlet.
It's time.
I need that gauntlet.
Come on, Dave. You can do it.
Pass it down,
Dave.
Dave.
Literally the gauntlet, dude.
Stop
Okay.
dicking around and get the
And the
glove.
figure looks down at the gauntlet that was previously on his hand and runs his hand along it, and it changes to look something like this.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Hi.
You're welcome.
May we know your name, please?
Who the fuck are you?
Also, if I may make one small request.
Sure.
My hand back.
Oh, sure. Yep.
Oh, God. Thank God.
Who am I?
You.
I'm sorry, Mr. Silver. Wasn't your
It
fault.
wasn't your fault. It was the
I
skull.
honestly didn't think you guys would do that fast. I'm legitimately impressed.
Hey!
Legitimately. So, wait, who wanted to know who I am?
Yes!
All of us. Everyone.
Well, in some religious traditions, it's considered forbidden to know the true name of one's god.
Are you God?
No. You see, gods require worship. I just need this. So let's just say you can call me Puff. How's the chat doing?
No, I
Dom,
just
are you having
hang
a
on,
bit
it's
of
gonna
trouble?
take it a second.
Yeah.
Dom?
I am a gingerbread man facing off against a black dragon disguised as Mike.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we don't know.
No,
No. Dom is mind blown right now.
Oh. I've got the chicken above my head, not sure if I want to slam dunk into the portal.
You know that's not going to work, right?
Oh.
What?
Confusion, God damn it,
What?
Mike.
What are you going to do now?
That is the question.
That's the $10 million, well, every $1 million question. Because, in theory, that is how it all ends. This is how the multiverse will end. Eventually, the barriers between worlds will break down. Things will go into the different poles of the positive and negative energy plane. Their opposite alignments will cause them to interact, cause a new Big Bang and a new multiverse. That is the end. I have a speech. You let me finish, sir.
Okay. Yes, God.
But the interesting thing, I'm not God.
Whatever you say,
fine.
God.
Yes, Puff.
Now, but that's boring to me. Because what's interesting to me, as I see it, is all the points between now and then. The choices people make. Because this lets me see nearly everything. But you all surprised me. You did this faster than I thought you would. And in that, I want to see what you do. But I can't leave this the way it is. That's not going to work. No one can live, no one can thrive, no one can have choice, right? But if I undo it, if I just say, never happened, there's no meaning to anything anyone went through. These last few years of suffering, of darkness, of pain, they just go away. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to heal it. Yo.
Does that mean our friend Quantum's gonna be okay too?
Who's What did he tell you his power is?
He phases and super strength.
He's a strong boy.
He's really cool.
He's wrong.
Huh?
Keep an eye on him.
Is he a god?
He's going to be interesting.
Will you bring Sans back?
I'm going to bring everybody back to life. They're going to come back to life. They're going to go back to their home worlds. All of you are going to go back to your own little homes. Anyone who jumped in the course of the Infinity War, anyone who died, they're going to return right back to the state they were in. But everyone is going to remember what happened. For some people, you're going to remember just a flash of light and nothing. For others, you're going to remember invading other worlds. You are all going to remember, and that is going to move your lives forward. And you have a choice about how you want to do with that knowledge.
Puff.
Yo.
That's bullshit.
Tough shit. I have the gauntlet.
I understand, but just to bring back our memories won't necessarily prevent this from happening again. So, I understand you have the gauntlet, so I really don't have any sway.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to suggest something.
Go ahead. I'm all ears.
The 9 of us here did it before. Why don't we act as guardians so that this kind of thing doesn't happen again?
I'll think about it. Who knows? Maybe I might want someone else to have a shot at touching what could be infinite itself. How do you know next time it's going to be about this?
I literally don't. That was honestly just a suggestion. You could vaporize me in a single moment. You could make it
Why
so
would
that I
I
didn't
want to
exist.
vaporize you? You're cute.
You could dunk him in a
And
glass of milk and
delicious.
eat him.
Why? I can make.
Why
I
are
can
you
literally
giving
make
him ideas?
a more delicious version of him?
That's rude.
No, he has.
Say that to his face again.
To be
Can
fair,
I eat that?
to be fair, we did drag him through a tomb just now. He's a gross ass cookie.
Okay, hear me out. You said you could make a more delicious version of him. Can you give that to me and can I eat it?
Oh my
I don't want to see that.
Can we all have
hear the
effigies?
screams of
As
that.
you're all laughing, someone appears. Someone of whom the one person I forgot to get a picture of in all of this, the Lady of Pain
Oh dear.
from Sigil. And unfortunately, chat, I'm sorry, it's the one picture I didn't prep. So, sorry.
Oops.
And she appears in front of him with the now really reconstructed Sigil, and she walks without any hesitation up to the creature who identifies himself as Puff. And she stands in front of him,
Should we all
and
get
you
down?
realize she's communicating to him. And when any of you think about speaking up, he just goes, "It's the end of this one." And he's listening, and he's listening. He says, "All right, we have a deal. I will not in any way interfere in Sigil in the past, present, or future, so long as I wield this gauntlet. I will not cross its threshold nor augment any of its doors. We have an accord." And she nods. And she disappears.
So you can't go
What
back
was
on
that?
Disco Mountain?
Suker,
That-
Psyker, who was that?
Is
I
the
was
Lady of
asking.
Pain. She maintains that big old ring up in the sky. And she gave me an ultimatum. And if there was anyone out there who could take this off of me, it's her.
I was gonna say, what did she offer to not do to you?
Let me keep it.
Yeah. And your arm, presumably.
Yeah, probably. Or my life. Who knows?
Or maze you.
Why didn't she help against what's his face? Shiny
Sarah.
boy. That's the one.
She was trying to put the sigil back together so she could come and attack him. You
That's
guys
fair, I
beat
can
her here
respect that.
by about minutes.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Wait, so
wanna-
we did all this work and we probably didn't have to.
I kind of wanted to see
Yeah,
that,
but minutes could
actually.
have meant the end, right?
I guess.
Yeah, you don't want her to have it because she runs that place. You know what? If you ever make it there, ask them about her and you'll find out. If you ever make it there.
Just ask her employees,
Yeah.
just buy the water cooler. Hey,
Yeah,
guys.
she doesn't have employees. Anyway, she has slaves.
Oh, no!
Oh, don't worry, they like it.
They don't see it that way.
So,
Very
and actually,
concerned.
Fussy Nauticus kind of steps in and says, Hi there. Can I get my train fixed? Please? He just waves his hand, and the train's fixed. And the cat. I tell you what. I'm going to let you have the ability to change back into your form as you see fit. Your life is your own. You're not getting this power back. But you can change back into your old form, and your life is your own. I want to see what you do, cat. Have fun.
I have a favor to ask.
You don't want the one you already have?
Borrowed time. I'm either going to have to find a new one or, well,
I wasn't
Yes.
referring to your body. You guys don't want the favors you already have?
Huh?
What?
That entirely depends on what it is.
And in
That is the
that
question.
in that moment, as he says that, each of your characters becomes aware of every time in D20 Live history a game master has said, roll again, I need you to get through this, or I'm going to lower the DC. And in that moment, you are aware of the fact that this being, you're not aware of the dice rolls or that your characters or anything like that, but that someone has allowed you to push forward when you shouldn't have.
Thanks.
I know you're talking about my roller has been flawless from the start.
We're gods.
No. You have you have someone who's curious to see what you guys do when you get to the finish line. If you don't want that anymore, if you want to keep this body, that's the deal.
It's not my body that I want to keep.
No,
No,
I
no,
mean
no,
him.
okay, He's talking to
I'm
me.
looking at me. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
TikTok,
Ask
dude. I
around.
have all the time in the universe, but still.
I'm sorry, I've gone up against Elder Gods. That's something new.
It's a fair exchange. Redos or your body. You get one or the other.
There are some things man was not meant to know. I'll take the body.
Done. What about you, champ?
That. And he points at your thumb.
Yeah, this thing?
Yes.
What about it?
Father dies without it.
No, he doesn't.
Brought him back.
Father was able to be strong again with it. father. This, didn't you wonder why worlds were coming back, why he was suddenly able to talk again? This was giving him enough power to do it. Your emperor is going to be, well, he's not going to be fine. He's going to be the exact same way you left him. It's just going to cost you all those psychers. That's right, Space Boy. He had enough power they didn't have to die. This was bisecting that. Now he does, because it's mine now.
And I need nothing.
Oh, you Space Marines need a lot, but... Anyone else?
Maintenance.
Got any questions, comments? Last chance. Yo.
You're not going to do anything bad with it, right?
You guys don't understand it. Existence itself contains more evil than I could ever come up with, more good than I could ever imagine. It's your free will that makes that happen.
I do have a
Yes.
favor to ask, but it affects none here.
Doesn't matter. A favor's a favor and it's going to cost you.
If I were to ask you to tell me the location of the one who caused the fall of my chapter, I wish to know the location of the one named Cypher so that my brothers can be forgiven.
Good choice.
If you make that choice, you're going to lose. Hang on. Devin, is Cypher under the mountain?
Nope, that's Lion.
No,
He's
Lion's
the one
under
with
the
he's
mountain,
the
but
one.
Cypher, isn't Cypher also under the mountain?
Nope.
In interrogation
Nope,
pits?
he's out in the universe
doing his
gallivanting,
word,
and
yeah.
he's the one who has Excalibur on his back, and that's why the Dark Angels are hunting him.
What a prick.
What do you think about that? Hang on.
Because in order to stop a Sararak, we had to do all this other stuff. So I just want to make sure that it's not going to happen again.
I can't promise you that this won't happen again.
Well, no,
But this isn't going to do it.
Okay.
I want to watch. I want to see what you come up with. I want to see your choices.
The
Sounds
creepy
fun.
voyeur.
Yo,
Am I gonna be able to visit my new friends?
if you find a portal, if you find a gateway.
I'll build one.
Not how that works, but it's
That
cute
would
that you
be
think
awesome.
Well, shortcut. Maybe just portals from here to there aren't the only thing you can do.
Oh shit, son!
You were chosen.
Huh?
Who knows? Maybe you could
You.
make portals to visit all of
Puff,
us.
sir.
I like the sir. Go on.
I march forward with my chicken.
Yes.
Not really threatening, but like a small bean marches forward to try and
ever
look
threatening?
authoritative. I need to gauge your personality. I hold out the chicken. Pet the chicken.
This is your fault. You put us all in one room.
This feels like an arbitrary method. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
That's a cute method.
No one who's evil can pet the chicken and not suffer the chicken wrath.
I'm not evil. I'm not good either. I just am.
What you said
Good
about
enough.
what you said about good and evil. So what you're saying is, it's sort of like a chocolate factory.
Okay,
And
you
it
know
all
what? I'm
comes back
done.
around.
I'm done.
And milk
I'm
chocolate.
done. You all can go home now. Goodbye.
No, I want my answer, God.
You want that? Are you sure? Because you will lose the favor that you've been given. You must abide by everything that happens. Or I can give you a hint. And we see what you can do. Ah.
It's better than nothing. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. Better than nothing.
Done.
He gives you a hint. It's in your head. See? I want to see what you guys can do. It's not fun if you just magic the solution. I mean, it is for me because I have it, but... Anyway, I'm done talking to all of you people. Go home.
Finally.
My elephant.
I'm surprised you weren't like, yes, I would like to make a deal. I would like more elephants
All
and
the elephants.
a bigger cliff.
Each of you make your
I'm not
way
a greedy man.
safely
bigger.
home.
What more did I actually want from this man?
You're dropped off
He's so tired.
right back where you left off, and you can almost see in the sky and in the ground the scar tissue of where the tears used to be. And in time, they may come to fade. But everything is right back where it should be. Everyone who died in the ascension of a Serac and in the Infinity War has been brought back to life and returned home to their plane of existence, where they originate from. You asked for something different, you're staying where you were.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Those are the rules at which he has outlined for returning things back to normal.
Is my what was it? An altar or a stand or whatever the heck it
Servant.
was? Servant. Yes,
He's back.
Is my yeah? She
Sorry.
she had rockin' tits. If I remember correctly.
What a beautiful moment we're having. Is my servant back?
She had a pocket dimension in her vagina, so yeah.
All of time and
that was the
space.
one you-
All
that was
your
your
loved
other
ones have
character.
returned.
No, that's-
Rockin' tits.
Hansa was your second maid. You did have another. Oh no, wait, no, because Hansa did have a servant because she was one of the four that opened up the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
So she would have had probably Merlin.
Did she have rockin' tits?
Did Merlin
No.
have rocking tits?
No, Merlin did
Well,
not have
with
rocking
magic,
tits.
she certainly could.
Anyway,
The audience is glad to know Lancelot is back.
Yeah, there you go.
Lancelot's back.
now the final scene. Time passes as Puff wills it, and once it does, his task is done of setting the sequence of events of him receiving the gauntlet are in place. He looks out across a healed existence and smiles as he waits for the next series of choices to unfold. But there is one question that haunts Puff's mind. He made a deal with the Lady of Pain, not to meddle in the affairs of Sigil, to not go back in time and change Sigil, but that doesn't make sense. Someone triggered the gates and Sigil to open at the same time and to no longer require keys, distracting the Lady of Pain from the emergence of the dice. Someone moved a Serac's tomb from Earth to Puff's own world. Someone led a Serac to finding Puff's body and assisted him in reanimating that body so that a Serac could use it as a physical form. And what's more, that same person must have manipulated and changed a Serac's very nature, using him as a pawn to unite the dice. So who did?
Could it be you?
Yeah, I'm
As
betting it's
Puff
Mike.
Clearly.
looks out into the infinite and asks his question, a real moment of fear creeps up on the omnipotent wielder of the gauntlet, and in that moment he can only whisper the name of the one responsible. Dave, S102?
Let's see it.
Vecna. And we will end
What the
it there.
fuck am I looking at?
And we will end it there.
Give Dave a second to put up
For
the
now.
image.
Clearly the worst back
Is the
scratcher
image up?
ever devised.
Oh.
Well, that's the
Damn.
hand of
Damn.
Vecna. That's the eye of Vecna.
It's the eye of Vecna.
That's the eye
And the hand of Vecna.
and the hand of Vecna.
And
Coming out of
the
a
really,
goblet.
really good.
urn of
You get the
Vecna?
head of Vecna.
What?
Nice.
Is that the spittoon of Vecna?
It looks like someone nibbled on their middle finger. there.
But
Oh.
that is a story for another time. I am Big Mike. This has been my story. These have been my players. And thank you all for enjoying it.
And now he's gonna kill us all.
Yeah.
You have been Legion.
And we're still going to continue D20 Live Story. It's just now open to all of us.
God help you.
We are going to be back next week at 2 o'clock p.m. for Craft Check.
Yep.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of questions then about what's happened.
I'm in New Brunswick.
Enjoy.
Have fun in New Brunswick, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything there, but hey.
Hey.
Apart from that, I'll see everyone next time.
We have another song, too,
That's
for the stream.
Because Serac no longer runs the multiverse, so...
So now, when we switch over to the credits, you guys in the stream will hear the new song.
Thank you,
Thank-
Tom White.
Yes,
We'll
thank you,
have a
Tom
link to
White.
it in the description. We'll see you then. Dave?
Bye.
Bye.